Hi everyone, you're watching People Entertainment Weekly and TNT's official SAG Awards Red Carpet Live show. We are going to be talking to the biggest stars in film and television as they make their way down the carpet right up until the beginning of the 25th Annual Screen Actors Guild Award. Look, the show is live at 8 p.m. on TNT and TBS. Right. This award show, one of the most anticipated of the year. Very excited to be here outside the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Right. I'm Jeremy Parsons with my beautiful host, Lola Oganaike. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm ecstatic to be here, and I'm ecstatic to celebrate the silver anniversary of the SAG Awards.
Yeah, we got the silver going down the carpet. We got it here.
That's
we got
right.
it everywhere.
And it's all brought to us by Reynolds Wrap. They're keeping us wrapped tightly.
They are doing it. And also, by the way, here with us on the silver carpet is People's Deputy Editor J.D. Heyman and my co-host from People Now, Andrea Boehlke, down the carpet. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's going really well.
It's going great. We're so excited. We're standing here on the shimmering, shiny silver carpet. And I'm in this beautiful Andrea Boehlke here. Look at how amazing she looks.
You look great yourself, JD.
Takes a lot of work to make this all happen. Takes a lot of work.
We're getting the stars right after the pictures, so we're going to bring some great interviews to you guys. Very excited to be here.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Now, guys, here's the deal. As we lead up to this, obviously there's a lot to do. We're going to be giving away awards right here to kind of kick off the official evening. We're going to be doing a champagne toast and all kinds of things. But JD, we hear you were also a part of the big silver carpet rollout on Friday. We've got a little sneak peek at that. Let's take a look.
Well, I'm very honored to be with Kathy Connell, who is the executive producer of the Screen Actors Guild Awards. She is the only woman who executive produces an award show in Hollywood, which is amazing, and she does an incredible job. This is your, what, millionth time doing this?
25th. It's such an interesting year, too, because there's so much good television, so much good film. I have no idea who's going to walk away with the actor this year.
When the SAG Awards was celebrating their 25th anniversary, what better partner than Reynolds Wrap to help roll out the silver carpet? It's very elegant, it's reflective, and it brings out the shine in everyone.
I mean, first time nominee, it's my first time going, and also it's the 25th anniversary, so it's an incredibly special experience. It's just like the highest honor, because in a field where there's so many good things, there's so many talented people that we all just love and respect and look up to, just to kind of earn their praise is, it's unbelievable.
What's fun is not only is it the 25th anniversary, but rolling out rugs is actually something I'm used to because my grandpa's owned a rug shop since I've been little. So this was like a full circle moment. I think as actors, the crazy hours that you work and everything that goes into actually making a show or a film happen, as well as all the amazing people around you that have to make it happen. And so SAG is great because it is a true celebration of everybody that you so admire. And also just when you look at the organization itself, this is the organization that advocates for you year round.
Wow.
You got to roll out the carpet, JD. How did that feel?
It was very stressful, I got to say, because you have to keep up with the other people kicking it. And if you don't keep up, you could fall on your face, which I almost did.
Bad. What is your favorite performance this year? What are you excited to see? And who are you excited to interview tonight?
I am so excited for the entire cast of Black Panther. I cannot wait. I love that movie. I love Denai Guerrera. I can't wait to see them. They're all going to look amazing. What about you? What are you excited for?
I loved The Favorite. So I really hope we get Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz, or Olivia Colman because they were amazing. That movie was just so good and hilarious.
If you love bunnies, there is no other movie.
Or if you hate bunnies.
If you hate bunnies.
No spoilers about the end or anything.
If you hate gout, it's a movie for you, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say so.
You know what? It's a good cautionary tale. If you have gout, it's pretty serious. And people do, and I don't want to make too much fun of it.
What about for TV? Anyone you're really excited to see?
I loved Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I can't wait to see that. I'm very excited, actually, for a whole bunch of casts in the TV category. It's a really exciting year. We've got Handmaid's Tale, always a huge cast with a lot of buzz around it coming into things like this. Then the Comiskey Method with Michael Douglas. Lots of good TV. How about you?
Yeah, also Glow. I can't wait for the Glow gals to come down. I also like Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yeah, and you were on that show.
I was. I did have a line. So hopefully Rachel Brosnahan comes through Alex Bornstein, because she was in the scene with me. Alex was. So.
Yeah, so maybe this is the beginning of a whole new chapter for you.
We're going to bring a girl singer back.
They're going to bring girl singer.
Like that line was just so epic.
We have to... I think it's a spin-off called Girl Singer. And it's set in the mid-'60s, and it's just you making your way.
I mean, I hope
this could
so.
be it. This would be the end of it for us. And you know, Andrea, she could be leaving us soon.
I mean, you've done this for a while. This ain't your first rodeo.
No, I've
so
been doing this since 1971.
Why is this year different?
Well, it's different for a lot of reasons. I think that sort of the breadth of the television category, it's you know, a lot of great shows, and also some really interesting films that we're seeing. I think the blending of movies and television in a way that we haven't seen before. I think it's the future. You're seeing obviously Netflix with all of these nominations across categories, across the platforms that we think of. And we're seeing a lot of interesting performances that kind of mirror what's going to happen at the Academy Awards. We're going to see obviously a lot of Glenn Close. We're going to see A Star is Born, which has the most nominations for a film here, come in. And of course, everybody's wondering how that's going to be predictive or not for the Academy Awards.
Yeah, because the SAG Awards does kind of, it's a pretty good prediction of who's going to take home the Oscar, correct?
Yeah, it is, because, you know, actors make up a huge constituency within the Academy voters. So when you start to look at the different award shows, you know, Golden Globes can be not the same as the Oscars. It's a relatively small group of people making those decisions. But when you look at the PGAs, the DGAs, and the SAG Awards, you're really looking at the constituencies that vote for the Academy Awards. So if you see somebody really sweep it here, you're looking at a front runner in the Oscar race.
You know what you're talking about. This is why we have him.
I'm just trying.
All right, I think we're heading back to Jeremy and Lola. What's going on over there, you guys?
All right, guys. Listen, here's the deal. This is where the party is. All right, we got the champagne. We got
the bubbly.
We're here with Vitaly Tattinger, global spokesperson, artistic director of Champagne Tattinger, and actor John Huertas, drama ensemble nominee for This Is Us. Congratulations on that. Great to have you both here. Let's talk about this. Champagne Tattinger. This is a tradition that dates way back with the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Why is this such a fun tradition to kick it all off with Tattinger Champagne?
This is a wonderful tradition because we love you. We always want to be with you when you are living something very strong and very
maybe exciting,
joyful, exciting, and everything.
Yeah.
So, and we love also to take care about you. That's why we are working with the SAG-AFTRA Foundation and try to donate as much as we can and a lot of love to help people that are in trouble in your industry, because it exists. Believe it or not.
A lot of good work there for sure.
John, you're here with the cast of This Is Us. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You get to transform week after week. You go through the decades. What's that been like for you, to see yourself age, to see yourself get younger?
Well, I get to see what I need to cut off at the past, what kind of surgery I'm going to have to go and take advantage of before I get one of those waddles, as they call it.
Never.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting. I've always wanted to be on Star Trek and play Klingon. So I wanted to wear special effects makeup, and this is my version of that. I get to play myself from age late 20s to early 70s. It's really a great way to get into character, to transform a la Christian Bale in Vice. Not quite as dramatic and amazing as Christian Bale, but
you're far leaner than him.
Oh, well, thank you. Right now.
By the way, I've never heard the Klingon thing. I'm now going to start envisioning that you feel like this is your Klingon moment. That's so great.
This is my Klingon moment until I get to work on the new Star Trek series. This is going to be my Klingon moment.
Worf would be very proud.
That's one of my favorite characters from Star Trek. I am a Trekkie, by the way.
I too.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, guys? I think there's only one thing left to do. And that
toast
is
some Tattinger.
to toast. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
May the only pain you know be champagne.
There we go. Kicking off officially kicking off the 25th annual Screen Actors Guild Awards red carpet. Woo! Here we go.
Oh, I already started.
Cheers. Mas clinging. You never have enough.
There we go. All right, guys. As we say goodbye to our guests here, you guys go on down. I know a lot of people want to talk to you, and you've got some champagne to enjoy down the carpet there. We're going to keep moving here because
fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And
more bubbly, please.
Well, we're going to keep this here, see how long it lasts. But one of the things that we're going to be doing as well is actually kicking off the Screen Actors Guild ceremonies with a couple of awards.
That's right.
Right, and so
the party's about to start.
Joined by SAG Ambassador Harry Shum Jr., also a SAG Award Motion Picture Cast nominee this year. We're excited to talk to him. We're at this Entertainment Weekly pre-party last night.
Yep.
He
We
was
had
there.
A great time.
Lots of people were there.
The cast of Crazy Rich Asians shut it down
did, right?
yesterday. They were the most popular bunch in the house. Everyone was flocking around them. It was a good time.
Yeah. Well, we know, and we've said this before, that something that's unique that you can tell about the Screen Actors Guild Awards is that the actors really love it and love to hang out. How we doing?
Good. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful day.
Let me give you your official intro again, okay? Here we go. SAG Awards Ambassador Harry Shum Jr., SAG Award Motion Picture Cast nominee as part of the cast of Crazy Rich Asians, and SAG Awards Drama Ensemble nominee for Handmaid's Tale, Sydney Sweeney. It's so great to have you both here. Let's start with this. Sydney, your first SAG Awards nomination for Ensemble in a drama series. Handmaid's Tale is this show that people keep resonating with so much. It's so strong. What's it mean to be acknowledged for this project and for people to, and your peers to kind of glom around it in such a way?
Amazing. Everyone works so hard, so I'm so happy to see everybody here. They deserve it, and it's my first time, so I'm crazy nervous and excited.
Okay, Have you seen anyone so far that's sort of made you excited? I don't know. Who are you pumped to see?
Well, I've been just hanging out backstage, so I haven't really been able to see anybody yet.
We saw all the name cards and everyone on the stage, so we got to. We know where everyone's sitting.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, it's great.
You're grabbing the selfies with the name cards.
Yeah, because I might not get to them during the award show, so I'm gonna get it right now.
All right.
And as the SAG ambassador, what's that been like for you? What have your official duties been?
The official duties have been great. You know, I was able to be at the pouring of the statue, which is insane. I never knew that so much work was put into making the award, and also revealing the stage. And it's been nuts to see this whole red carpet being unveiled. It's been beautiful.
I've been to that ceremony before. It's like pouring hot lava, right, into these molds. It's really a dangerous thing, and the men and women that do that are just incredible. They're precise. It's a real art form just to make the statue.
It's an art form, and it looks like you're in Mars or something like that. It's like, oh, people. This is what people used to do, and they're still doing it. So it's really great.
All right. Well, should we do this?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Harry.
Oh, there we go. We've got an envelope, our first envelope of the
All right, so I think we're beginning with Sydney. Here announcing, both of these guys, they're here announcing the honorees for outstanding action performances by film and television stunt ensembles. Yes. So Sydney, you have the first honoree of the night for outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a comedy or drama series. Take it away. Let's see who's taking home the actor. The nominees.
The nominees are Glow, Marvel's Daredevil, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, The Walking Dead, and Westworld.
All right, here we go. The drum roll, please.
The actor goes to, oh man, Glow!
Woo! Glow takes home the first award of the night. My goodness.
Love the show.
Again, that is for the stunt ensemble and comedy or drama series. Very excited for them.
Yeah,
Are you guys Glow fans?
Love Glow.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see wrestling in that way. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Really, it's cool.
Yeah. I want to see you taking some inspiration for the wardrobe. Next Halloween.
I might.
Yes, a sequin leotard, please.
All right, here we
now,
go.
Harry, you have the honoree for outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture.
Yes, and
Let's
here are the nominees.
Yes.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers: Infinity War, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, Mission Impossible: Fallout, and the actor goes to...
Drum roll, here we go.
Oh, Black Panther!
Yeah. All right, congratulations. Again, that's for outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. Black Panther, Glow taking it for drama and comedy.
We've got
Congratulations to
our
them.
first SAG Awards of the evening.
I mean, do you guys want to grab the, here, we'll gift these to you.
Oh, thank you.
There you go, you can grab them.
Okay, you're all good.
Cheers.
There we go. You guys have a great night. Enjoy. Thank you for the announcements and have fun in there.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you. Have a good time.
Okay.
Have a good night.
I will.
All right, well, we're barely underway here. Let's go on down to JD and Andrea and see what's going on.
Yeah, check them out.
Well, we're so happy. We're so happy to be here with the marvelous Mr. Mankiewicz, which is a new show. It's going to be amazing. He's the star of it.
Very original.
Very original, very original. It's about the hardships and struggles of a film expert here in Hollywoodland. Ben, so great to see you.
Turner Classic Movies primetime host, so you know what you're talking about. What makes you excited to be here?
I mean, I know what I'm talking about if the movie was made in 1938. 2018, an entirely different story. Also, I'm one of Earth's worst gamblers, so take whatever I say with a tremendous grain of salt.
Do you have a favorite, though? It's something that you loved this year that was new? I know you know everything that happened between, Talkies and after the Blacklist and all that.
Yeah, well, that's right. So let's start with Talkies. Do you have an hour and 45 minutes?
I have an hour and...
Great.
Let's talk about Clara Bow, shall we?
Sure, okay, great.
Shall we?
the It Girl. You know, look, my favorite movie of the year, not nominated anywhere for anything, 8th Grade. You know, Bo Burnham's film, which I just thought was so moving and so special, and I've been telling everybody I could think of to go see it. And, you know, that happens every year. It doesn't take away from the accomplishments of that film or any of the nominated films, but I did think that was a particularly impressive work of art.
I love this too, and Elsie Fisher stars in that, and it makes you just feel so bad
It
for
makes you
kids in 8th.
uncomfortable,
Yes,
right?
it does, because we've all been there. That just awkward teen age.
I was very cool in the 8th grade. I can't speak for the two of you, but it was just a smooth ride.
Crushing it in 8th grade.
I could tell. I could tell. A lot of people don't know that Ben is actual Hollywood royalty. He is related to the great Joseph Mankiewicz, the great Herman Mankiewicz.
Yeah.
So did you always know that you wanted to be immersed in film lore?
No, you know, my grandfather, Herman Mankiewicz, who wrote Citizen Kane, my Uncle Joe, you mentioned, has 4 Oscars in 2 years for All About Eve, Letter to 3 Wives. But I grew up in D.C. My father was in politics. He ran George McGovern's campaign. He was Bobby Kennedy's press secretary. I thought he was the most famous person in the family. And I thought I'd have a life in journalism or politics. And I came out to L.A. You mentioned Hollywood royalty. I came out, I was 21 years old. I got invited to a party. I get to the party. I get introduced to the host. The host clicked their heels together, bowed, and said Hollywood royalty. And I, you know, looked behind me because I thought Larry Spielberg was coming in or something. But that was 1988, and I thought, oh well, this is a real thing.
And then from after that, you were just like, Citizen Kane, let me in the door. All About Eve.
That's right.
Move out of the way.
That's right. I'm coming, and I'm going to sit here and read a teleprompter and talk about other people's art. It's basically the same thing.
Same. Ben, thank you so much for stopping by. Really nice to see you. And we're going back to Jeremy and Lola. What's going on?
Hi, guys. We are here with the legendary Margot Martindale.
Yes, she is.
Hello. The American BoJack Horseman, a woman with the best voice in Hollywood. How are you?
Are you a man, Margot? No.
No, you are all woman, and we love it.
Hey, how's it feel the Americans finally getting the credit it has deserved for so long?
Woo-hoo! That's what it feels like.
Yeah, kind of on the way out, and it's getting the love, and that's got to feel nice.
This is our last event.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
It must also be bittersweet because you are saying goodbye to a beloved series, and I know you have poured your heart into it.
It's been a fantastic 6 years and extremely, extremely great writing.
We've been talking a little flashback here. Screen Actors Guild Awards. Do you remember the job that you got when you became a SAG member? What gave you the card?
A Gillette Right Guard commercial.
Oh, yeah?
Nice.
Do you remember the line?
I don't remember. I don't even know if I had a line, and I don't think it ever made it to the air. But I got my SAG card.
You got it.
You know, other than your performance, was there one performance this year that just knocked your socks off, that took your breath away?
A lot of them. I loved Glenn Close in The Wife. I loved Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? In the television, I'm just talking about the women, which I usually talk about the men.
Spread the love tonight.
I loved Vigo and Christian Bale.
Yeah, all right. Hey, an event like tonight, the stars are packing the carpet here, so many people, and people often talk about it being a bit of a homecoming and get to reconnect. Who are you looking forward to reconnecting with here tonight?
Just so many old friends, and so many people I've seen recently, and so many people I want to see.
Right.
Well, we're going to let you go see all of those people. Thank you so much for being here.
Congratulations. Good to see you again.
So good to see you. We
I'll
love
help
you.
Step off there.
She is fantastic.
As we continue here. Hello, sir.
How are you?
Hello, Anthony. How are you?
Oh,
Great.
my
Good to see you
goodness.
guys. Oh, hi.
You
Say-
look
sorry.
so dapper.
Oh,
Now,
thank you
this
very
is a
much.
suit.
Thank you. I know it's a beautiful suit,
Ooh,
isn't it?
it looks like a tall glass of Merlot.
All right. Thank you. Wow. I'm going to carry that around all night. I'm going to use that.
Please do. Hey, talk to me about tonight. You just showed up, but the Screen Actors Guild Award, in the scope of all the awards shows that are going on this season, what stands out about this one for you?
I mean, honestly, it's the 25th anniversary. It's really special. You know, I think there's a lot of thought and energy and love that's put into it. It's actors, you know, celebrating other actors, and it's a wonderful time to celebrate.
Who were you looking forward to seeing this evening?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
come
it's
on.
always so shocking to just be like shoulder to shoulder with like my heroes. But honestly, I'm really excited to see my family from Barry. You know, seeing my cast members who I just love going to work. You know, going to work every day with. It's just so much fun to hang out with them.
Barry, such a great project. Bill Hader, amazing. He's talked about wanting to take the summer off and have some more time with the family. What's his vibe when it comes to balancing, you know, like taking on such a role like like this when balancing the private life too?
I have no idea how he does it. How he has any sort of personal life, it's mind-boggling because he's an actor, he's a director, he's a writer and a producer, and he just does it all, and he does it all so well. So I think he deserves to have some time off and just to kick it.
Well, we're going to let you go inside and have some fun, but thank you so much for being
Congrats
here.
on everything.
Congratulations.
Love the vest.
Yes,
Looking
yes.
Okay,
Yes, that's right.
Get some. All right. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Great to see you.
How you doing?
See you too. Hi.
Hi, good to see you. Nice to meet you as
so
well.
let's talk about tonight. You're just rolling up. This is the first stop. Who are we going to see tonight that you're pumped for?
Who are we going to see that I'm pumped for? I don't know. I'm pumped to see everybody here, actually. This is my first time being at an award show in LA. I'm from New York City, but seeing the people's faces here, seeing some of the stars here, I'm hoping to not be a geek about it and just, try to fit in,
But if someone walked down the carpet that made you totally fan out, made you totally stand, who would it be?
Made me stand and fan out. I don't know. If I saw Denzel walking down the red carpet, I might just lose all air in my chest.
Give me your best Denzel impersonation.
I can't. No. I'm going to leave that to Jay.
Hey, Atlanta is such an incredible show, and there's so many great things that are coming from it. It keeps making turns into like darker stuff, but it's funny as well, and so tonally it's that. But let's forget that. Let's talk about the city. Super Bowl next weekend. You guys going?
Well,
it's in Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
That's my only connection. I'm hoping and wishing.
Well, I live in New York City, and I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah. Okay, so you wouldn't even go if you could.
If I could, I wouldn't even go.
You're like,
but
no way.
I am excited to be here because I'll still be here next weekend.
Okay.
So I'm excited to be here and see how LA feels about a potential win. So it'd be cool to be in two winning cities back to back.
Yeah. Where are we excited to see the series, Atlanta? Where are we excited to see it go next?
I don't know. The way that the storylines go, the way that people's relationships are in the story, I have no clue what to expect, even myself, or what anyone should expect. I think just buckle up and get ready for the ride and have some fun.
Donald and Stephen Glover are both geniuses.
Yeah.
What is it like to just read their words on the page? When you get handed those scripts, what goes through your mind?
What goes through my mind is how real these people are.
Yes.
Being able to see the comedy in the darkness,
Yes.
And when you can see that and hopefully be able to pull it out, I think that that's what I see, and that's what I really enjoy about their writing,
Donald Glover said in an interview that for him, Atlanta, he's trying to make an experience, not a show.
Right.
That's an interesting way to put it. What does that mean to you when you hear that?
To make an experience? Well, some people experience the world very differently than others.
That's true.
So what they're writing is a true experience for a lot of people. Including my character Tracy. What drew me to Tracy was that I knew that character, and I knew his experiences and having experiences with somebody like Tracy. And a lot of people felt warmed to Tracy because of that. You know what I mean?
We all know a Tracy. Tracy,
Right.
he's been on the right side of the law, on the wrong side of the law. He's
Right.
a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a thug with a heart of gold.
With a heart of gold.
Yes.
Remember the heart of gold.
The
You know
heart
what I
of
mean?
gold.
That's what makes him human. Relatable.
Is there a moment on set where Donald Glover snaps in and out of Childish Gambino? How do you know who we are encountering when you walk in? Is there a different vibe? Is there a different wardrobe?
Donald is so cool, man. I oftentimes say you wouldn't know Donald was Donald if he didn't tell you he was Donald.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know because he's just so cool. You know what I mean? He's so approachable, easy to talk to, and that's it.
Well,
Wonderful
who
guy.
else you just described? You.
Yeah.
Cool and approachable. Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
joining
Congrats
us.
on everything.
Have an awesome
Yeah,
time.
Have fun out there tonight.
Take care.
We're tossing it down to Andrea and JD.
That's right.
Hey guys, we're here with Wyatt Nash from Glow. Amazing, has a secret history with our very own Andrea.
I'm so excited. So we actually played Survivor together when we were little babies. I was 21, you were 22. That was like 8 years ago. Now you're nominated for an award for Glow, which is amazing. How does that feel?
It feels so good. I'm such a huge fan of the show from the get-go in season 1. And to be a part of it and just be surrounded and be in that atmosphere, it's just wonderful. And being here, it's fantastic.
Now, is there one sort of shining performance over the year outside of Glow that you've looked at and got, that was great. I hope that gets rewarded tonight.
I really loved The Bodyguard. I just thought it was fantastic, and the leads were incredible, and it was just so captivating, the entire story.
Did not get a SAG nom, but a very, very good show.
Yes, highly stressful, like playing Survivor. You say play Survivor? I thought it was like we were pitted against each other on Survivor.
Well, we have a history. I feel like he went to Redemption Island, I cried, and then he came back. It was a whole thing. Is there anything from the Survivor experience that now prepared you for being an actor?
I'm not so sure. I mean, it left me with some great relationships, clearly. I think I grew up a lot and enjoyed it. But, I mean, who gets to live outside for 40 days, you know? So I have that under my belt and on my resume.
Well, you've got bug bites and a friendship that will last forever. So
And I'm so excited that you're killing it now, so congratulations.
All right. Okay, back to you guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Miriam. Now, we had a bet yesterday that you would show up to this silver carpet only wearing Spanx.
First of all, I'm wearing the Spanx.
Okay, they're there.
They're there.
To be clear.
But you said you would only be wearing Spanx.
I didn't necessarily bet that. I did say I would offer $100 to anyone who would walk the red carpet just in Spanx. I think you threw in another 100.
I threw in another
It was like a
100.
Groupon.
And we
Red carpet Groupon deals are flying
It's
right
still
now.
there, so if anyone cares to.
Yeah.
I already walked the red carpet.
The other thing we were talking about, you just got here from New York. You're loving. You were just saying you're loving the
yes.
breeze right now. This beautiful weather.
Anyone in Times Square, I'm so sorry.
We're streaming in Times Square on the screen, so you can just wave to
It
them.
is a
and they're
balmy 75 degrees.
Yeah.
This feels so good.
We've been kind of keeping tabs on the whole, keeping with the theme of the Screen Actors Guild Awards. And the first project you were on when you got the SAG card.
Gosh, that's a good question. It might have been Hedwig and the Angry Inch, the movie I did in 1999 when I was 8.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I thought you were six.
Six, you're right. You know, the memory goes once you hit 30.
You know, let's talk about this dress. You mentioned it yesterday. Is that Narciso Rodriguez?
Rodriguez. It's very comfortable.
It's very comfortable.
It's really beautiful. I
Fits
feel
you like a glove. How did you know this was the one?
Because I put it on and I was like, hey, I can walk in it. So that was pretty much why.
Hey, with this show, we've talked some about this. There's so many award shows and so many different experiences, but this stands out, it seems, to actors because of the community and like the family vibe of everyone.
This kind of feels like you and all your friends just getting to go to. It's like grown-up prom.
Yeah,
it is.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna slow dance with someone later.
One way or another.
Awkwardly to some song from the 80s.
What are you looking for?
Time After Time, Cyndi Lauper,
Yes,
of course.
Of course.
You look more forward to the show itself or the after party. What do you say?
I mean the after party.
I don't know. Because
No, I mean the after party. Look, this is my first time at the SAG Awards. And usually I'm wearing sweats on the couch drinking alone.
Yeah, okay.
So this will be fun to drink with a large group of actors who are known for being demure.
Well, tonight you are not going to be drinking alone, my dear. You get in there, you
Wrapping
have a
us
good
up.
time.
Thank you so
and
much.
Thank you so much for being
Great to see
here.
you.
You look beautiful
We're
too.
tossing it down to JD and Andrea, who also look beautiful.
They always look beautiful.
We're here with the amazing Rita Hayworth. No, actually, this is Rachel Bloom, or as I call her, Rachel Bloom, the amazing musical.
Call me Rachel?
Oh, I call you Rachel back home in the Alta.
Back home in the shuttle in
in the shuttle,
1870.
and
That
what's
is true. You called me Rachel.
We
That's
called her Rachel. She has a song in her heart everywhere she goes. If you could compose a song about the SAG Awards, what would it
I
be?
was here with you guys for a solid 5 minutes, and you didn't warn me that I would have to make up a song. If I could compose a song about the SAG Awards.
1, 2, 3.
SAG Awards, they don't sag. They're lifted like people's boobs at the SAG Awards.
Wait, I relate to that because you have to get them up there. It's a great song. I do want to say you look amazing. We were watching you pose. You look great. Who are you? Yeah. Tell us about this. I have the slit too.
To air out my ankle. This is made by Cristina Ottaviano. She didn't ask me to pronounce her name like that. I've never met her. I just assumed that that's how she wants it said.
What are you most excited about for tonight, or what nominees are you excited to run into?
Well, I know so many people on Glow, and Kimmy Gatewood, who's here tonight, just directed an episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, so there is a lot of cross-pollination between the two shows. So I'm excited to see them and scream as we're in gowns.
All right, well, we were happy to see you. And back to you guys, Jeremy and Lola.
All right, here with John Chu.
All
Here
right,
we go.
from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend to Crazy Rich Asian. John Chu, director of one of the biggest films of the year. How are you doing?
I'm so excited to have our whole cast here to celebrate this amazing honor. It's so fun. It's like the biggest rap party.
It kind of is, right? Harry Shum Jr. was just up here. You watched it?
I was watching on the live stream on my way here.
Nice.
And I saw him there, saw them open up the envelope and all that.
And we are hoping for even more of him in the sequel to Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, well, you know what? We did a little teaser at the end, spoiler alert, and hopefully we get a lot more.
I told you earlier that I'm obsessed with the books. The only thing that I'm more obsessed with now is your pocket square and the lining of your jacket.
Open that jacket up. Here we go.
All right, so
This
I got
is
sent
fashion.
this from ESQ Clothing on Instagram.
Drum roll, please. Boom.
Come on, that says
Yes.
Crazy Rich Asians all over it.
That is
and my name in it.
fashion.
And my name like right there.
Yes.
The little pocket.
And an Esquire at that. Look at you, Fancy.
It feels great. It looks great.
That's
Get awards.
Yes.
The real award, obviously here.
So clearly, Crazy Rich Asians did well for you.
It was a fun time. It's been a fun year. Insane. I'm still processing everything, but it's so nice when people watch your movie and they cry and get personally connected to it. We knew we were making a fun movie, but the way it's changed everything is pretty amazing.
And so much great stuff, and they're pushing us down the carpet. So many people want to talk to you. Thank you. Have fun in there tonight. Congrats on everything. And we're going to go on down to JD and Andrea. Oh, we're staying right here. It looks like. We're not going down anywhere. Hello, sir.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm so good. Are we going together?
Yes, we are going to be
Oh, I get to
together.
be at the Oreo filling.
Can we talk? Is that right? Can we talk? Okay, Jason Butler. Let's talk about Ozark.
What do you want to talk about?
We're obsessed. We're both
I'm obsessed with the show.
Are we allowed to just, now that it's dropped, like, we can just go right to the fact of my life?
No, we can't
wanna
because
fully spoil.
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
That thing dropped in August. Don't you feel like we
feel
should
like
be
people
able
should
to
Okay,
say,
fine. You're dead.
I'm dead, everybody. I'm dead.
I wanted to actually ask this. With Jason Bateman, he's the kind of guy who, he's a terrible person, obviously. You've said
Not
that.
funny.
You've said that. But he's the kind of guy who comedically, he can play it straight and still be funny. And then you put him in a drama context, he's playing it straight and funny. Is there a tell? Does he have a tell when he really means it and he's really angry, or if he's just being sarcastic?
No. The thing about Jason is, besides the fact that he's the best leader of any ship that you want, he's also just the most economic actor that there is, whether it's in comedy and the way he can throw something away, just like effortless, or in drama. So that was really fun. I got to shadow him for a bunch of episodes, and just watching him as a director and as an actor was really fantastic.
What
Really
was it
good.
like to be a part of a show that was a hit right out of the gate? To have it not even have a build up, to just have it be like, pew!
It's so nice. It's nice to be in something. It's always nice to be in something that people like.
Yes.
And people like, even in my case, if they're hating me, it's a compliment in this case.
Well,
you know
that's
what I
a
mean?
test to your work. You're
It
so
is.
good, they hate
It makes my extended family.
Well, you know,
not
Julia
happy.
Garner has said that that her villainous persona, people run up to her on the street and they just think she's awful. Have you encountered any of that?
Yeah, people are afraid.
Yeah.
And then when I'm me, they're like, I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening right now. Why is your voice not so low as that guy? But the best thing about that show is the entire.
You got a co-star
that
right here.
comes
Wait,
out-
wait, oh my God.
Get
Let me
everybody.
move this over.
How are you?
Come on up, guys.
We saw you last night at the party.
How are you?
We saw you last night at the party. You were fantastic. How are you doing? You look great.
How are you? You look beautiful.
Great. We were just talking about how great it is to be a part of a show that didn't have a slow build-up, that was a hit right out of the gate. What's that feel like for you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's I just feel so fortunate to be a part of like such a great family. So it always makes it like watching the project come alive and then watching the reaction and how much people love the show. It means so much.
And speaking of family, you're here with your fictional brother.
Yes.
Hey, you know what? We've been kind of talking about the whole actor's journey, Screen Actors Guild and the whole thing. You didn't get the part on Stranger Things, right? That was something you auditioned for. It didn't work out. They passed on you, and now it comes full circle, and you've got this great gig. It's got to feel good to see it, how it all kinds of plays out in the end.
Yeah, it all worked out in the end. I'm definitely fortunate to have gotten on this show, so it's awesome.
It is, and you play quite the mastermind, you little one. You know how to
he's
smuggle
turning into
money,
a little,
set up shell accounts. Look at you.
I feel like I'm getting kind of like a finance lesson every time, right? Like, here's where I should put my money.
Exactly. This is the time. You can launder it. You know things now.
Anyway, good stuff. All right, I think we're wrapping up because we're out of time, and you guys need to head down the carpet, and I believe we're heading down to JD and Andrea.
All right, you guys have a
Thank you,
great
guys.
evening.
Thanks,
Take care. Bye. We'll be watching.
Hi, guys. We're here with the amazing Emily Osment, who is part of the Comiskey Method.
Yeah, you look amazing. So the carpet's starting to heat up. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm still on my feet, so that's good. Nothing's hurting yet. I'm excited to be here.
So, Comiskey Method is all about acting and being an actor. So it's kind of like kismet that you're here as part of the show.
It is, yes. This is a very cool award show for a lot of reasons. It's actors voting on actors, which is kind of incredible to be here surrounded by peers. It's amazing.
Yeah, and Michael Douglas, Alan Arkin both nominated as well. I feel like, are you guys on like a group text? Are you like, hey, what time are you getting there? Like, what's going on with that?
I'm not going to lie. Michael Douglas and I are not on a group text,
Oh.
but the rest of the cast is. But yeah,
I think what we need to do is get you on a group text with Michael Douglas. I
when
think
he
that's
comes
what needs
through
to
here,
happen.
will you tell him
I'm
that
going
I've been
to.
trying to reach him for
Right.
a while now?
There is a group text with everybody else in the cast, but not him.
I don't know what's going on. Usually we email. That's usually how
He
it
might
goes.
not be into texting.
That is
In
true.
all
No.
fairness, he might not be a texter.
True.
I'm just saying. So do you have a particular method yourself as an actor? I mean, you know, obviously this is about acting class, acting school. Do you have an approach that you take to becoming the character that you are on the show?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's a very heavy question.
Heavy
and
duty
it
here
would
for
be
the red
a long
carpet.
answer, but I love the show because it's based around an acting studio, and I'm lucky enough to have experience in that. I studied acting in college, and I studied at an acting theater group while I was in college parallel to that. And Stephanie Fury Studio Theater, for any upcoming actors, she's amazing. I highly recommend her. And so I had a lot of practice sitting in the audience and observing other actors, and that's, I mean, 80% of what we do in general and with acting is reacting. You're just reacting to what's in front of you. And it's incredible company, and it's a familiar space, and it's just a magical place to work with some incredible actors who have a very long history of this industry, and just being able to sit in close quarters with these people at Video Village and be like, so tell me about Cuckoo's Nest. You know, like, it's just incredible.
It's awesome. We love you. We love the show. Congratulations. All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
Got a lot going on. Hamilton.
Hey, Anthony Ramos is here. Star is Born. Oh my goodness. We want to talk about that, but let's start with this suit. Looking good.
Yeah, thank you, David Hart. Thank you for hooking me up, and Mikey, my stylist.
Looking good. You got the velvet tie, the whole thing. We were talking about this. Lady Gaga last night in Vegas. Bradley Cooper showed up, came up on stage. It seems like they just have such a legit bond that's going to go way beyond this movie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think, I mean, when you do a movie like that and you spend that much time together, you hope that the two stars have a bond like that. So I mean, it's super organic, and there's nothing fake about it. So it was cool to just be privy to that. And
what about your bond with Gaga? You played her best friend. Do you all call each other up? Is she on your speed dial?
Yeah,
Are you like, what's up, Gaga? How you doing?
You know, like we text. You know, like every time she get nominated, I'm like, yo, Steph, I'm so hyped for you. You know, but she's awesome, man. She's just dope, and I'm so happy for everything happening to her and this movie, you know. So
it would be really lame, but if it were me and I had Gaga's number, I would put one of her songs as the ringtone. You tell me what's your favorite Gaga song, and is it a ringtone for when she calls you?
Oh, Love Games, Love Games.
Oh, I don't know that song. Care to sing a little bit of it for her?
I might jack up the words. I know the melody, like let's play a love game, play a love game.
There you
Do
go,
want
there you go.
love? You know what I mean?
Love it. Very good. Hey, man, have fun here tonight. Reconnecting with that cast. Congrats on this and everything else.
And She's Gotta Have It season 2, right?
She's season 2 coming out this year, baby. Check it out.
For that too. We'll help you down right here. Thanks so much, man.
Who's coming
Ken
up?
Jeong is coming up
Fantastic.
in just a sec.
Goodness.
Ken,
Him.
here he comes.
Here he comes.
Maybe. This is what
He's
happens.
coming. He's coming.
People are all reconnecting. It's part of the reason that the show is so great. People see each other.
Party, and they all genuinely like each other.
Here we
They're
go.
having
Come
a
on
good
up.
time.
Come
Here
on
we
up.
go.
Oh wait. Okay. Here we go.
Hi.
Ken's here too.
How are
Both
you?
you guys.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
goodness.
much for being here. Hi.
Hi, Nico. Nice to meet you.
Nico.
Hi,
Ken.
Ken.
Good to see you.
Ken, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
Just talking to your director, who had a jacket that is lined in Crazy Rich Asians' official logo and everything else.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
And it has a matching handkerchief.
That is a fashion yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's
a fashion yes. Fashion yes.
He was asking me how come I didn't have anything lined similarly. Like literally, I was like, "God, dude, this is I don't know."
Well, I said with a cummerbund because I ate a big lunch and I can't button it. I can't button it.
Well, speaking of yes, a lot of people said yes to this film. It was wildly embraced. What's it feel like to have a film just be that so universally loved and well received?
Well, I think it went beyond our expectations. Right. You know, we knew when we were making it that we were making something really special. It felt that way on set, but the fact that it kind of went, it had this life beyond what we expected was the biggest surprise of all.
Oh,
you know, a lot of people were like, "Oh, y'all got snubbed at the Oscars," but I think there's such a big takeaway. I mean, from the movie, like we already won in such a big way. Like, you know, like the Oscars.
In terms of how it's moving the needle with inclusion and everything else.
Yeah, that's a real big win from the movie. So.
And quickly, before we got to go, but before we do, you guys have been doing the award stuff. Is there someone another nominee that you become best friends with throughout this experience that maybe you didn't know as well before? People are dying to know you.
Well, I mean, I've seen old friends, from this, and I've been running into Bradley Cooper everywhere, and so just talking to him and kind of running into him frequently, it just kind of triggers old wonderful memories, and I'm just so happy for him. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. We're out of time. We're going to throw it down to JD and Andrea.
Right.
Have a great night tonight.
Thank you so much.
It's great to see you.
We are here with Jason George.
You know, not since Heather Locklear was on Dynasty and TJ Hooker at the same time have you had a busier actor in Hollywood. Not only on Grey's Anatomy, he's also on Station 19 He's got 3 kids, 2 jobs. It's amazing.
Kids are expensive. That's
Kids
all I'm
are
gonna
expensive.
say. I can never stop working.
Yeah, I want to say you look really dapper. We were looking at your shoes, the whole thing. What's your
together?
Yeah, what's like your pregame ritual for stuff like this?
You know what? I usually don't overthink it too much, and then at the last minute, I grab my son who's really deep into fashion. I'm like, where are we going? We're going silver tie, we're going black tie, and he helped me put together some stuff. You know what I
Well,
mean?
your son did very well tonight.
He got stuff. He got a game. He got
Now,
game.
all the performances this year that you've watched, what do you think is a shining performance? Not your own, which was amazing.
I think I was brilliant.
You were amazing. But what have you seen this year that you really just thought, wow?
Here's the thing. I actually, I'm on the SAG Awards committee and one of the producers of the show, so I can't talk about a specific performance, but I will say this, that the diversity of the nominees, I think SAG-AFTRA gets it right. I feel like, when you look at our ensemble cast of Black Klansmen, Black Panther, Crazy Rich Asians, I feel like, we have 150,000 SAG-AFTRA members, and we have to be prepared to, represent anything you can find on the planet. If they want to put it in a movie, we need somebody to be able to play that role. So our diversity ends up getting reflected in the nominees you have, not just the phenomenal performances, but older people, Lily Tomlin and Jane Fonda for, Grace and Frankie, Timothy Chalamet, is like, he's still got new car scent on him. He's so young, but but he's up for, Beautiful Boy. So that diversity from age and gender all gets represented here. So that to me is one of the things I think that the SAG Awards gets right every year.
I completely agree with you. It's SAG, you get it right, SAG Awards. Yes.
You did it right.
All right, Jason, thank you so much for stopping by. Congrats on everything. Stay busy with those 2 jobs, 3 kids. All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
Take care.
All right, here we go. The men of Bohemian Rhapsody. Here they are, looking good. I've got this theory, as I've seen press rollouts since the movie, that everyone's fashion game was upped for maybe forever after doing that. Like after seeing Rami Malek and seeing all that, you guys are looking great.
Well, Rami's hard to contend with. You know what I mean? That guy is so stylish. So you're just trying to follow his lead, man. He's got it sorted.
Now, Joseph, you and I were together on couch surfing. Thank you so much. You were fantastic.
Thank you. That was one of the most fun interviews I've ever done.
Oh,
I want to do it again.
Oh, stop. But please,
I do.
keep going.
I do. I need to work more just to be able to do more stuff for couch surfing. That's my goal now.
Now, I know being here pales in comparison to being on couch surfing, but what are you most excited about this evening?
Oh, man. You know what? Every time that we get to be together with the entire cast is just like such a blessing. We have so much fun together, and so that reunion is something that's really special for us. And then to also be nominated together is like a really cool thing because we were such a family on set, and to have that sort of play out here at the SAG Awards is something really cool.
You really do get that familial kind of vibe, and congratulations to you guys on all your success, and have fun here tonight. Thanks very much. Guys, we're going to go down the carpet to JD and Andrea.
Isabella Herman Leach.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, we're back with the most romantic story of the night because my nemesis, as longtime viewers would know, is Alan Leach. We've never liked one another, but he did one thing right, and that is that he met the beautiful Jessica Blair Herman at the EW party, and they fell in love. Now she's Jessica Herman Leach. Yeah. And now they're happily married. And
Wait, why are you guys nemesis? What's going on with that?
Alan goes years back. Alan and I
think it was it the Imitation Game around
that time?
something?
He came in the Imitation Game. He
You have
came
such
in,
an attitude.
and I remember that Alan was voted like GQ's best dressed British men.
Why do you laugh when you say that?
I just thought it was funny, Alan.
I think, yeah, no, it's it's accurate. Yeah, it's accurate.
But he looks great, doesn't he? Look great. Obviously had a great influence on Alan.
And
we
it's
have to ask you. That wouldn't be nice. She does bring out the best in me.
It is a lovely story. So you guys met 3 years ago at the EW party, so kind of keeping it in the family. Now, here you are. So I want to know who first approached the other one. What was the story?
I approached Jessica, who at the time, I think you were dancing with the girls from Orange is the New Black. And I saw you dancing, and a friend of mine, Tom Aspel, we were about to leave the party, and being Irish and, having 2 rubber arms, he said, "You want one more drink?" I went, "Yeah, okay." Went in, ordered, turned around, saw this vision in a velvet dress and said, "Tommy, I'm going to dance with that girl."
And then we got married 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks. Thank you. Well, best wishes to you both. And I should say, the Downton Abbey movie coming up. Very soon. Very soon. Very excited about that. Yeah. And now you're sort of living the American life, right? Yeah. We should hang out. We should.
Yeah, I think we need to squash the old beef.
Call me.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Congratulations. You look beautiful.
Congratulations.
All right, true love exists. All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
Yeah, we're kind of posing it up here with Holly and Kedrick, from the Americans. Can we see it again? No, you got it.
Oh, yes. Blue steel.
Hey, can we talk about the collar really quick?
Yeah, we can. Tell me about it. I mean, honestly, this was a last-second decision,
Because, so this was actually a sample shirt just for the size when we tried on the suit. And then we liked it. Turned out it was a girl shirt.
Oh my gosh, that's
but the buttons are on the other side, so it's actually made for women. But my small body just works. Yeah, it worked, so we took it. We stole it right off the rack. No, imagine.
And really quickly before we let you get inside, this dress extraordinary. How are you feeling tonight? You must be feeling like.
I'm feeling great, but a little hot.
Okay.
The sun is blaring. Hopefully, I'll get a tan while I'm here. So.
And the Americans, it's finally getting the love it deserves, and we're super pumped that you guys are here. Thank you for stopping by here.
Thank you so much.
And we'll help you down here as we continue.
Thank you.
I want to help you down. Megan Mullally is coming up here. Thank you so much. Megan Mullally, who's hosting
Megan Mullally.
the 25th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards. Here she is.
Pulling out my pantyhose when
Oh,
you called.
Had to get everything straightened out.
You look like an award.
Well, isn't that nice? I am an award. They're giving me out at the end of the night.
So, so last year, Kristen Bell. Before that, not really a host for the Screen Actors Guild Awards. How's it feel to take the mantle in this new world for SAG?
I mean, great. You know, the SAG Awards have always been my favorite because it's just actors and the speeches tend to be, you know, very heartfelt and kind of poignant sometimes. So I'm pretty excited. You know, I'm just looking out at a sea of internationally famous superstars.
Now, will Karen from Will and Grace make a cameo at all?
Karen will not be here tonight.
Okay.
Will your hubby make an
getting
appearance?
some work done.
Yeah. How about your hubby? Is he making an appearance?
No, he's in the UK.
What's he doing?
He's doing a movie.
Combing that beard.
I know, he's just combing his beard. The beard is for the thing he's doing. He's doing a show for FX, so, you know, he's...
How about a little teaser for opening monologue, something up your sleeve, anything throughout the night that you're excited for?
No, I haven't written anything yet, but that reminds me, I should probably get on that.
So that's the teaser. That's all we got.
There's still
time.
There's still time.
Start till 5.
Well, you go in there and start your monologue. Start working on that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. Great to see you. You look gorgeous.
Thank you, and
Yeah,
so do
you
you.
look gorgeous.
Do I look okay too? Thank you so much. We're heading down to JD and Andrea.
All right, we are here with Joseph Fiennes from The Handmaid's Tale. How are you doing?
Very well. As I was saying, I've been in Toronto filming in Gilead, minus 20 degrees, so thrilled to be down in LA with great temperature and also to be a part of the SAG ceremony.
Yeah, so season 3, you're filming, correct? So what can you tease about it? We're so excited.
Well, we're sort of halfway through on the filming, so I can't divulge too much other than I think it's going to be a season full of the resistance an audience might want to see.
One of the things I always wonder about this show is that you have to be so intense with each other the whole time. You're just doing terrible, horrible things to each other. Do you like go out for a beer afterwards in Toronto? Do you just hang out and so it's like, I'm not that bad? Or does everyone call you Of Joe or themselves Of Joe?
Well, the schedule's just as brutal as some of the characters, so we don't get a lot of time to hang out at bars, but the fact that we can be so brutal to each other, I think, displays that behind the scenes, we're a family and we love each other and get on and we're kind of fearless. But it's what the writers put down, and it's kind of wonderful. And it's a subject matter which has sort of hit the political zeitgeist, if you like. So I think we're all rising to the challenges because we love the work, we love what it's saying. And luckily, we all get on really well, so we're able to sort of execute it.
Yeah, what is that like, kind of piggybacking off of that, when you see people outside of that filming schedule at a carpet like this? You see Elizabeth Moss, but everything just normal people. What is that like?
Great. I love normal. Getting out of Gilead and experiencing normal is like a high. Yeah, so love it. Yeah.
So fantastic that the book now, I mean, you've gone past the book and you're developing more storylines. Is it more interesting now that you're sort of getting scripts that don't have to do with the original source material? Obviously, Margaret Atwood is still very much involved, but it's sort of new frontiers now. You're kind of going where she didn't go in that first novel, so.
It's fascinating, you're right. We've kind of pretty much exhausted the narrative, but I think beneath the narrative, there's so much politically going on in respect of women's rights, autonomy of themselves, their choices, their bodies, and that conversation hasn't gone out of fashion. And whilst it's still there, I think our show still has a lot to say and be a part of that discussion. So she's kicked off with an incredible novel, but weirdly, the zeitgeist is such that there's so much in that novel that that you can explore, I think, for many number of seasons.
I hope it keeps going on and on because it's such a great show, so intense. You're amazing. Thanks for stopping by and congratulations.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. Yes.
Back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
All right, Giancarlo Esposito and daughter. Would you like to do the honors of introducing?
Yes, my daughter, Kale.
Hi, Kale.
Hello, nice to see everyone.
This has got to be the coolest perk to have dad doing this kind of thing.
It's amazing, yeah. He's a legend.
He is.
He really is.
Yeah.
It must be nice to have your daughter acknowledge the fact that you're a legend. She's
It's
not
kind of
being too
wonderful
cool
to have
for
daughters
school.
who've grown up sort of with me as I've grown. And Kale is number 2 of 4, and they all have been around the business to a certain extent. And it's nice that they feel like my work is good.
Your work is great.
We were just saying this as you were standing here. This is your 3rd SAG Awards, and you have so much work going right now. It's hard to keep up with it all. When you're flipping through on a Saturday, lazy Saturday, and you see something that you're in, what will you stop and watch?
Oh my goodness, I probably would stop and watch Do the Right Thing. I'm such a big fan of Spike Lee and so happy for him this year with Black Klansman. If I watch it all, sometimes I just close my eyes and go, no, I don't want to see myself. I'm very proud of a movie called Fresh I did with Boaz Yakim many years ago. And I'm always right in the thick of what I'm doing now. And I'm completing a show called Godfather of Harlem with Forrest Whitaker and written by Chris Brancato, where I play a very colorful, wonderful, spiritual, yet very political person, Adam Clayton Powell Jr.
Man.
And so I'm very excited about
You've got
that.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
The movie that I always have to stop and watch that you're in is Trading Places.
Oh yes, tell me how you got the dude. I'm the background, right off of Eddie's shoulder. Kind of interesting. And I actually do look like I'm about 17, but I'm actually at that time about 15.
Wow,
Man, there's so many people that want to talk to you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Congratulations. And congratulations to you as well. You guys have a fun night tonight. I'll help you down. Oh, you got it. You got it.
Date night.
I help her down, yeah.
Daddy-daughter
Here we
date
go.
night. How fantastic is that?
Fantastic. Oh, we're going to JD and Andrea down the carpet. They got someone.
We're here with Justin Hartley from This Is Us. Wait, I want to start with this. You were just saying you want to photobomb the Fiji Water Girls.
I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna sneak back there, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna lean into the.
Just kind of work your way into every shot.
Work my way into every shot. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of the red carpet.
So now you've been here a few times, and you know when you start out with a show that's big, you're best friends with everybody. Everybody loves each other. Now you're in the phase where you just hate one another.
Not
and you're
at all.
plotting. Like,
You know what?
Tell us the truth.
Honestly, like that's a typical story, I'm sure, but honestly, unless I'm the one that everyone hates, which wait, I'm starting to understand what's going on now.
Right. They brought you to us for a reason.
We've actually, yeah, that's right. They're all inside like having cocktails. I'm out here like distract them as long as you can. No, we've gotten closer, honestly. These are lovely people that I'm lucky to know, honestly. Just good human beings, truthfully.
This season, the last week's episode, I was bawling. I cry every time I watch This Is Us. Do you still get emotional when you watch it back, even though you acted it and lived it out?
I get emotional when I read it. And by the way, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. But yeah, last week's episode was. I always say our writers have a unique ability to just sort of. They don't string anybody along. They tell a story at a certain pace, and then they just hit you with the knife. And it's beautiful storytelling. We're lucky to be there.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's been an amazing season for you. You've been all over. It's just sort of going deep with a character that was sort of, written off at the first as sort of the pretty boy, but obviously a guy with a lot of demons. It's amazing. I think so.
Yeah.
We went to Vietnam together.
I know. All right, Justin, thanks for stopping by. Congrats.
All right, enjoy yourselves.
Take care.
Have a good one. All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
You have no idea.
Yeah, how about Amanda Brugel here from Handmaid's Tale? How are you?
I'm fantastic.
It's good to see you. Look fantastic as well.
Thank you.
You are a vision in violet.
Aw, thank you.
Now, can we talk about the significance of Handmaid's Tale? I mean, the show has been universally well received, but it's also at the center of really important conversations about women's reproductive rights, gender inequality, misogyny. What's it like for you to be a part of a show that has that much significance?
It's an honor. I mean, you don't set out to become sort of a spokesperson for the major issues, especially as a woman, and a 40-year-old woman, very significant issues, but it's an honor, and it's a wonderful platform to be on. I get to take part in some tremendous conversations and get to meet tremendous women. I'm Canadian, so I speak a lot at home about the Me Too movement and after Me Too, and it's been such a blessing to just be thrust into conversations that I wouldn't maybe necessarily have on a public forum.
How about the fact that Christopher Maloney joins Handmaid's Tale Okay.
Oh my God. I didn't know.
From, like Law and Order to Handmaids.
I didn't know, and I saw it. I got a Google alert because I get Google alerts on Handmaids because I want to know everything that they're doing. And I found out, and I screamed, and then I got so excited. I haven't met him yet. I am going to meet him. I'm not saying we have scenes together, but I'm not saying we don't have scenes together.
okay,
I'm just saying I'm going to meet him.
Really quickly before we let you go, season 3 comes back this year. When and what can we
I
expect?
don't know exactly when. June, you can expect fire, pandemonium, crazy, crazy. Expect crazy.
Okay, we expect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to help you down here as we say goodbye. Have a great time tonight. And I believe some of the cast of Marvelous Miss Maisel is coming up.
Fantastic.
We got the step here. Who knows what could happen? These chords and everything. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Some of the beloved cast from a Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Here, let's
Hottest
scoot that way
show
a
on
little
television.
bit if we can. Here we go. Come on up, guys. Come on up. Come on up. Well, right there's good. Right
You're
there's
right
good.
there. You're right.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh wow. So where
Okay.
do we even start, guys?
This is the ultimate date night, right? This is the ultimate date night. So you
Basil's and the Weissman
all
finally out to dinner.
That's right. Now you all play couples. You play okay. All right, the free dinner. You all play a couple on couple 2. And you're hiding money in their home.
Whenever necessary, by the way, out of necessity.
So clearly I have watched season 2. I binge watched it. I loved it. What has it been like for you all to have this show so universally well received? 1 and 2, some of you are on a billboard in the middle of Times Square. What is that like?
I haven't seen that. That's good news.
We all were, and it was a city block. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The whole thing's crazy.
It is
for
crazy.
sure.
Really fun, though.
Because we've all been around since the beginning of time, so it's
We're very old.
it's really
time something like this happens.
Well, and okay, so to that end, you've obviously got Tony's. You're a man who's been around the business a bit.
His name is Tony.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all there. But Broadway, and then TV shows, and then something like this comes along at this point, and it really hits. Is there a renewed sense of energy when that happens?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the whole thing about this business is that it's kind of a roller coaster, and I think that's true for just about everybody. And we just happen to be riding on the high part of the roller coaster right now.
Very good.
You know, one of the key themes of this season, without giving away too much, is people following their passions and the sacrifices that we all have to make to follow our dreams and to follow our passions. Talk to us about how much that theme resonated with each of you, because you've all done it.
It certainly was what I believe got us all here as actors, because if you're not passionate and believe in yourself first, you have no chance, truly. And then you have to convince others. But first, you really do have to believe in yourself. Yeah.
I loved Rachel's character in the first year. Obviously goes after a passion with her own comedy. And I love that, as you say, our characters this second season, we're in our midlife. And you'd think perhaps we should go out to pasture, but instead we're kind of rediscovering our own youth, which is a good thing and pretty much.
I'm going to be looking for your dance circle at the after party. I can feel it. I think you guys got it there. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Okay, I will. I will take you up on that.
All right.
Thank you guys. It's good to see you again. Have a great night tonight.
All right.
Have a great. Maybe
The
happening
dance.
during the show.
Yeah.
That's
You're
marvelous.
watching
That is
the show,
marvelous.
of course, 8 o'clock live, 8 p.m. Eastern, TNT,
Right.
TBS.
Right.
We're going down the carpet to JD and Andrea.
Right.
Well, in a galaxy of stars, we've got the shiniest star of all, Mr. Eddie Griffin, comedy legend, real standout in A Star Is Born. Got to preach a little bit, got to marry the main characters. Tell us a little bit about how that came out.
I'm feeling great, man. It's a beautiful evening. You know what I mean? Everybody is looking great. The energy is just positive. It's a beautiful thing going on here this evening. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
And you look, this is great. The shoes.
Shoes, look at those.
I mean, you got to keep those shoes white all night long.
You know, people get close, you got to back up, you got to time it right, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just came out tonight and, you know, hopefully we win.
Star Is Born has the most nominations tonight, so you got a good shot. Do you guys all talk about the stuff that's going on with the show? Do you just keep in touch with everybody through award seasons and hang out and text each other as you
Well,
get?
me and Dave Chappelle have been friends for about 30 years, so most definitely.
That's good.
If you guys win, are you guys going to let loose after parties? What's that celebration going to look like?
You know, life is to be lived, not existing. So I'm going to live it 24/7 like it's the last 7. So yes, we're going to turn up is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like that. Well, congratulations. Best of luck. Back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we're here with Michelle Yeoh, and we are talking about this amazing watch. In addition to the dress and everything else, look at that.
Thank you.
Is that hand-picked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, but it's my watch. I
You-
wear it because Nadal won. This is a Rafael Nadal watch by Richard Mille.
Speaking of winning, Crazy Rich Asians won at the box office big, but it was also universally well received. Everybody was watching it on the plane when I flew in. What's it been like for you to be a part of this project and be on this magic carpet ride?
It is like a miracle that has just happened to all of us, you know, but it's such a relatable story. It's about family, it's about love. So you laugh a lot, you cry a little, and you recognize so many of the characters in there. And I've had so many people come up to me and say, I recognize that. You're like my mother-in-law. Like, okay, I hope it's a good one.
There is such a relatability to it, and everyone can find a little touch point throughout it, right? There's something, and then it's funny, and it has higher level themes and everything else. I'm thinking sequel. We keep talking about it. Where would you like to see it go if you had your own dream of where the next movie could go?
Oh, where the next movie would go, I would love to show you more of Asia. I think now you've seen Singapore and Malaysia. We would like to explore maybe Hong Kong and China. It's boundless. But of course, I'd like to focus a little bit more on my character, the magical mother.
That's true, and we don't see your husband in the first installment, so I have a feeling that he might be in the second one.
Unlike what we see on screen, you're so nice and lovely here, as you're so scary in the movie. Hey, thank you so much. Congratulations on everything.
A wonderful evening, and you are definitely one of the best dressed of the evening, so thank you so much.
Very much.
Breathtaking.
I'll help you down here.
All right.
They help you down. I
look at
believe
that
Alec
dress.
Baldwin is coming up here.
All right.
Here we go. Hi.
Who's that?
How are you?
Oh, yeah.
It's good to meet you. I'm Jeremy.
Hilaria.
Hi, Alec Baldwin. How are you, Jeremy?
I'm loving your shoes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I had
Great
to go
see
for
you.
comfort.
Who makes your shoes?
You talking me or
You know you.
I have no idea. Honestly, I got them at DSW. There you go. But the suit's Alexander Nash. I don't know if that helps. Anyway. Thank you very much. You do too. Should we start with you're presenting tonight? But there's also this, John Krasinski is in Jack Ryan. There's this theme of Jack Ryan that keeps kind of bubbling up, a character and a role that you're familiar with. It's something that keeps reinventing and finding its way back to screens. What do you make of that?
Well, I think that a lot of different people played that, right? Like Ben and Harrison Ford and me and then Krasinski. And I'd like to say I see a line between all those people, but I don't see any line between those people.
Okay.
Me, Harrison Ford, Ben, Krasinski. I don't get it. But I love John, and we're friends with John and Emily, and I think it's just amazing how they pulled off that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a great job with that movie. Yeah.
Really quickly, we both have kids. Who's watching your kids right now?
Left him with the valet.
Valet, they're out there.
They're over there. Well, before this, they were all like hiding under my dress, so maybe I have them under here. You never know.
We may bring them next year.
Yeah.
We may bring the kids to
You
the
should
show.
do it. I'm not being stalkerish, but I did see you with your kids at camp in New York just a couple weekends ago. People were going crazy that you were there. You seemed to find time to. It was called the camp.
It's on 16th and 5th.
Yes.
16th and 5th.
Do you have kids?
I do.
Yes.
I was there. We were all buzzing about it.
in New York?
Yes.
Yeah, we both are, and we both have kids, and both of our kids go to camp. We're there.
I guess I just.
Let's hang out,
I guess I
Alec.
just love. I love Alec the dad.
Playdates.
Is my point. I love that about him.
Well, thank you for saying that. It's really our lives. It's been a bit of adjustment, but we've been married for a while, and we have had 4 kids in 4.5 years. And we've had to adjust to where it's all about our kids, like everything we do, both of us. She's working, I'm working, and people say, oh, come to Australia. And we're like, no.
Not happening.
Great to talk to you guys. They're wrapping us up, and I know everyone in the world wants to speak to you. Great to talk to you.
See you at camp.
Have a great. Thank you. Thanks very much. Have fun tonight. Thank you so much. I'll help you down here. And Glenn Close is making her way up.
Close.
Here we go.
I
Let's
think
see
I see Glenn
Alex saying
Close.
hello to Glenn.
2 legends. 2 legends. Wow. Glenn Close. This has been fantastic.
So these guys are. Alex going to be presenting tonight. Glenn Close, obviously nominated for The Wife. So amazing. Hello, Glenn Close. How are you?
Hi.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
You are so radiant. It's so good to see you. Tell me about this. This movie comes along. It starts getting this kind of recognition. You know what it's like in the business when something gets acknowledgement. What does that mean to you to have this kind of acknowledgement for The Wife?
Well, it means people are going to see it. And like the character in the movie is told, don't write because nobody will read it. in the movie business, you just want an audience. You want people to see your work. You want people to see stories that you think are worth your time. And it's collaboration. It's been great. So it's what it's all about. I have to thank Sony Classics. They have handled this movie brilliantly. And it's still around, and they're opening it up in theaters again. And it's incredible. It's like the little movie that could.
Glenn, you gave an acceptance speech a few weeks ago, and it really resonated with a number of people in the audience, but especially the women. And you spoke about the importance of women putting themselves first, following their hearts and their passions, and not sacrificing everything for their friends or their families. Should you walk home with a SAG Award this evening? Is that something you'll touch upon again in your speech?
I don't think I could ever top that speech
it was
because
fantastic.
it was so spontaneous. And I think once you say it, you kind of don't have to say it again. But I'm wearing my grandmother's, here was my grandmother's wedding ring.
That's beautiful.
And she wanted to be an actress, and I only knew that after she died. And she never would have been allowed to do that. So I feel like I'm carrying the women in my family who were wonderful mothers and wives, but could have had more personal expression. Probably.
All the women who deferred their dreams, you're representing for them tonight. Thank you so
You
much
have such
for
a
being
great legacy.
here.
Thank you so much for sharing some with us.
Thank you.
Have a good time tonight. And guys, we'll go down the carpet. Let me help you down here.
You better smile, girl.
Okay, we are here with the most glamorous couple in Hollywood, the amazing Sterling K. Brown, he's been nominated for 18,000 SAG Awards tonight, and the amazing Ryan Michelle Bath, the star of First Wives Club, is amazing. The power couple, looking amazing. So tell me, you guys, what's it like now? You're getting used to this. Do you still get psyched up for events like this? I mean, you come in with all this, all these nominations. Does it seem normal to you now?
Still like a kid in a candy store, man. Like when I look around and I see everybody, I forget that like I'm sort of a part of them. Like I see myself as separate and distinct, surrounded by famous people. It's kind of crazy. I love it.
How does it feel to be the most nominated person today at the SAG Awards?
Ah, man, I'm humbled. I'm fortunate enough to be a part of two wonderful projects that have wonderful ensembles, and then have a role like Randall, man, that just seems to resonate. It resonates in my soul, and I think it's resonated with other people too, so blessed. Blessed is how I feel. Yeah.
So the great thing about how we've seen Randall grow is he's so complicated. He's so messed up, but he's got a big heart. Is there anything you'd really like to see the family like? Is there a character arc or something that you'd like to see Randall do in coming seasons that?
There is, so in the back half of this season, there's a really wonderful exploration of what it takes for a marriage to work between Randall and Beth. And we've seen a little bit of an inkling of that, and there's more to come. And that's all I can say. It's exciting for Sue and I, because Ryan and I know, even the best of marriages, you can't press the cruise control button. Like it requires constant, vigilant attention. And that's, you'll see Randall and Beth working that out for themselves during the back half of this season.
All right, well, that little teaser got us even more excited.
Very
Keeps us on our toes. Thank you guys for stopping by. You look amazing.
Go Cardinal.
Congratulations.
All right, go
Back
Cardinal.
to Jeremy and Lola.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about the heat. Nothing hotter than Alison Brie and this amazing dress. Look at that.
Okay.
I have to show off this bow.
You have to. So how did you get into this dress? Did you jump off the top rope into it? Walk me through it.
It was a four-person process.
Really?
Yes, to get into this beautiful Miu Miu dress. The bow sort of detaches and retaches.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. I believe I'm partially sewn in, so
Okay.
tonight will be really interesting.
So
I have glimpses of me in a few hours with my husband just being like, "Get it off me! Get me out of it!" But for now, I'm loving it.
Yeah, you're nice and gracious, and the whole thing's going on.
You are absolutely glowing.
Yeah, congratulations on your nominations. Separate from that, I hear you guys have an ongoing home renovation project that will never end.
Wow.
What's happening?
That's not what I thought you were going to ask about.
I know, but I really want to get to it because I just want to help move it forward.
I think we're a month out from being totally done with our renovations that have been ongoing for about 2.5 years. I was told today that it's our feng shui, that we have bad we have bad energy in our house.
So does that mean start from scratch and we redirect?
We
and
might
do it
have to
again?
have an energy worker come over and do some magic.
Well, you know, you have good energy on the set of Globe. Those gals were on our red carpet last night at the SAG Entertainment Weekly pre-party. Let me tell you something. They were a good time. What is it like off camera? Is it just one big slumber party?
Yes, it is so fun. And I think that's why coming to the SAG Awards is so special, to be nominated as an ensemble and have our whole group here. The show would be nothing without this incredible cast, and every woman on the show brings something totally unique and special, and we get to represent so many different types of women, and we have a blast. It's constant laughing and joking, and then preparing for something like this. It's, what are you wearing? What dress are you wearing? Should I wear this one or this one? It is like a constant slumber party.
Oh, fantastic.
Maybe they can all come over, help with the feng shui in the house. It makes sense.
Let them to come over and do some healing.
It's so good to see you. One of your co-stars is just down the carpet with Andrea and JD. Thank you.
We're here with the amazing Betty Gilpin from Glow.
Yeah, we're going to keep it in the Glow family
We're going to keep it all wrestling up.
How
Betty,
are you
look
feeling?
amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but also fine.
Wait, why do you get nervous?
Oh, it's just a tiny bit of pressure. I think people at home don't realize the 100 screaming people when you Right. take your picture. That's why I always look like a sleepy mad chameleon when I'm getting my picture taken. Like, stop yelling at me.
Do you have it perfected now when you have to turn and look at the photographers? I always find that incredibly awkward. I'm just wondering how you do it.
Well, I try to play a character because since I was little, every picture of me is my hands over my face. So when I'm doing the red carpet, I try to pretend that I am like an evil, very rich heiress whose life is going to come crashing down tomorrow. So tonight,
Live for
she's
tonight.
living for tonight.
Well, I've noticed that the Glow ladies have so much fun on the carpet. How does it feel to be nominated with them and see them all? You know, you wrap filming, you come see them at these award shows.
Yeah, it feels like kind of a collective fun army. Like if Sesame Street and Barbie and like, you know, a mental institution got together and got on a red carpet in a really fun way.
Well, it looks like you like each other, even if you are a
We love each
mental
other so
patient
much.
Sesame Street Army.
Yeah, exactly.
Seven Nation Army.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping
Thank
by.
you.
Good luck with
Thank you,
everything. We're
and
going to
good
throw it
luck to
back
you.
to Lola and Jeremy.
I think we're going to turn out this way a little.
We
Here
are
go.
here with the legendary Alda, and you are receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award this
Right.
evening. How are you feeling right now?
You know, I'm actually feeling very excited about this. I was nominated for an Oscar 10 or 12 years ago, and I brought all my grandchildren with me. That
The whole
night.
crew here, looking great,
Not,
beautiful
not all of
family.
them. Some of them are missing, but even that night, I wasn't as excited as I am today. This really is. It's very special. You know, everybody talks about fellow actors being involved in the choice, but it really makes an impression on you when you're an actor, and I'm very touched by it.
Well,
and Tom Hanks is presenting your award this evening. You must be thrilled about that.
About what?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, I know. Just that alone. If we came out, you know, and Tom said, "Here he is," that'd be enough right there.
Hey, for you, as you look back on your career and the things that you've done, what is the one thing that, if you could hone in on it, that you're really, really most proud of?
This interview right now.
Is this it? We've reached the culmination.
This is how low I've come.
Oh my goodness.
I'm only kidding.
Alan, I love your sense of humor. One of the best things about you is there's an Alan Alda for every generation.
Oh,
My
that's
parents
funny.
know you from MASH. Some people know you from 30 Rock. Some people know you from Tower Heist. What's
Right.
it like for you to have a career?
I have a podcast now called Clear and Vivid. So now that I'm a podcaster, the people I know call me the oldest millennium alive.
Oh, the oldest millennial.
Everyone's been talking about
Did I
that.
say millennium? I meant to say
Millennial,
That
millennium,
shows I'm not
tomato.
really in it yet.
Everyone's been talking about that podcast, by the way. Congrats on that and everything else. We have to run, and there are so many people that want to talk to you and your family.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Congrats to the
so
family.
much.
And we're going to head
Fantastic.
on down to JD and Andrea. I'll help you guys down here.
So we're here with Kosta Ronin from The Americans. You'll remember him as everybody's favorite Russian operative, sniffing out moles and spies within the GRU or the KGB or the KGB or the GRU. I never get those two correct. I think GRU is external and KGB is internal.
GRU is what it is today.
Yes. So you are no longer filming the show, but you get to see everybody from the show tonight. So is that nice?
It's terrific. The energy is so much lighter now that we're not part of that world and we're not telling that really, really difficult story, really, and trying to revisit that difficult time when the world could have ended literally in a minute. So for all of us to see each other again in this forum, in this circuit, and shake hands and give each other a hug and have a glass of champagne is wonderful.
Final season, though. I mean, it's got to be bittersweet. What are you going to miss the most about the Americans and filming with the cast?
You know, the people. The people. I think we're all ready to let go of this story, but the friendships that we made on the projects, you know, when you're in the trenches together and you sweat and cry together and you celebrate together and you appreciate the effort that it took to create that show.
And you got to film in Russia. Well, yeah, not too shabby, huh?
Pretty good. Look, you know what was wonderful about it is taking the story where it happened, and shooting it in the world where it actually happened, seeing the people that were part of that story.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
So
all right,
much,
back
sir.
to you, Lola and Jeremy.
Nice to see you.
Beautiful night, guys.
All right.
Guess who it is? Henry Winkler. Oh my goodness.
All right, ask me who am I wearing?
Okay, wait. Henry Winkler. Here you are at the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Who are you wearing?
Brioni.
Brioni.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Well,
I never got to say that before.
It's amazing.
Okay, so after Brioni, let's talk about Barry.
So many stars.
So many stars.
Lots of famous people.
And you're one of them.
I like to see people I watch on TV.
Yeah, me too.
And they like to see you. What's it like for you to be here, walking this silver carpet, being
having
so
a great
warmly
time.
embraced? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, look, the Emmys, you take home the trophy. Yes. Here you are again at the SAG Awards.
Yes.
What would the Fonz version of you think about this year of your life?
You know what? I would think he would look so good in a zipped-up velvet tuxedo.
I think you're right.
I'm not kidding. It's called the Whites effect. Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Now, I didn't realize the phrase "jump the shark" actually came from a moment from Happy
That
Days.
is true. We did the opening of a season 4, I believe. I jumped the shark in Hollywood, and a young man named John Heim was sitting at Michigan University and came up with the phrase.
There it is. History, lessons, and everything else.
Can I just say this because I'm very proud?
Yeah.
I'm the only actor in the world who has jumped the shark twice. Once on Arrested Development. They put a shark on the dock, and I hopped over it to get a soda.
That is right.
I would love to talk to you all night. They're wrapping us up because your people have you talking to so many
people?
Your people need you to talk to more people. Thank you so much.
Thank
Congrats
you.
on
Thank you
everything.
so much.
Thank you.
No
And
shark
good luck,
jumping tonight,
everybody.
okay? No shark jumping tonight.
There he goes. Thank you, Henry. Henry Winkler. Can I call him Henry?
You
Mr.
can
Winkler.
call him Henry.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
And here we go. Hello, sir. How are you?
All right, very well.
So good to see you.
All right.
again.
See you again.
Good to see you again, too. How are
Scoot
you?
up here into the sun. The sun's creeping in on us.
From one Henry to another.
Yeah.
How you doing?
So let's talk SAG Awards. Let's talk just you kind of splash in your first big role, and now all of this is happening. It's
amazing.
Has anyone said to you, like, this isn't how it normally goes? Like, all these other actors are like, hey, it took a long time for a lot of us.
There have been a few people who have told me, this isn't the ordinary route. You do know that, and I'm very aware.
Yeah.
But to be amongst so many amazing peers, to have you guys sort of like here supporting everything, the SAG Awards, one of the most important awards of the year, because it's actors on actors. It doesn't matter if you're in television, doesn't matter if you're in film. It is voted by your peers, which we love.
You haven't seen some of your castmates in a minute, so has it been like a family reunion?
I've been missing the entire season of awards shows and stuff. I've been filming in London, and so this is my first big one. So and it's pretty much one of our last. So tonight's kind of the official rap party for Crazy Rich Asians. Wow, so it could get messy. I'm gonna warn you guys.
Before we let you go, can we talk about this jacket? It's beautiful. It looks
Tom
like
Ford.
Tom Ford, like a lovely glass of rosé.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Hey, we'll see you in there.
Appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, and then we're staying here. I believe we are staying here. Hello. Oh, Ann Dowd is here.
And Dowd.
Oh, my darlings, how are you?
Darling Ann.
You look so beautiful. Look
amazing.
at you.
So good to see you.
It's a great pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
How you doing? I'm so happy to see you.
Me too, darling.
Handmaid's Tale. We've got to talk about it. It's just one of the
Well,
most...
hold on to,
You get ready.
it's not going to be easier.
Season 3, what can you tell us?
Well, it'll go in places you do not expect, I can assure you of that.
Okay.
I still, when I read a script, I put it down and think, you're kidding.
Really?
I mean, in the best way.
In the best way.
It has moments of real triumph, so that you can get through it. I mean, there are beautiful moments there's always moments of strength, but there's hope, there's perseverance, there's keeping the faith. And then Lydia has her version of keeping the faith.
Right. Or twisted, whatever that looks like.
Don't you even.
Easy, okay.
And,
Hey,
yeah.
here's something that I was bringing up. I've brought up more than once. Christopher Maloney, next season.
Yes,
Season 3,
I
right?
heard.
Season 3.
You know what's bumming me out? He'll be brilliant in the role. He's going to play a commander. I will not see him.
Really?
No.
Why? Why are they keeping you
I'm
apart?
going to have to get this settled because I adore him. Working with him on SUV.
Yes.
SVU. SUV you drive,
That's
SVU
all
you
right.
watch. It's close, and I understand.
And he's so good, and he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy. I'm happy for us, happy for him.
Well, we're happy for you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Pleasure.
So good to see
Such
you.
a pleasure.
Thank
You
you.
need water?
We do.
a
Can you
little
bring us
bit.
some? It is hot, right?
Okay.
Yep.
It's hot.
Okay, and we're going down the carpet to JD and Andrea. I think they've got some water.
I've got here. Well,
Okay, we're here with the amazing Rumor Willis. She
look
has
beautiful.
something she needs to clear up for America because there's a misconception out there. Rumor, tell us the truth. Are you, in fact, the lion in The Masked Singer?
I am not.
She is not the lion.
Is it crazy that so many people are now obsessed with wondering if it's you? Why do they think it's you?
All of a sudden, when it started airing, I started getting all of these things in my Twitter feed, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I have to watch this and see what's happening. It's pretty cool.
Well, you are an incredible singer, and one of the things that here in LA people have seen you in is the musical version of Love Actually. Tell me a little bit about how that came about, and are you going to do more with that? Or are you going to...
Absolutely, I hope to. I'd been working with the For the Record company who puts it on for, I think, maybe 5 years or something like that, and when they had this idea, I thought it was great because who doesn't love Love Actually? I feel like it's one of those kind of classic Christmas films, but the way that they did it with playing the movie and having us act it out went so seamlessly together, it was unbelievable.
Awesome. I want to know, who are you excited to see tonight of the nominees, of the different shows or actors that are here? Is there any performance that was like the shining performance of the year for you?
Honestly, there were so many. I mean, I loved Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm such a huge Queen fan in general, so I really liked it. I thought Star is Born was amazing. But I'm actually really hopeful for Glenn Close because her daughter and I grew up together, and so I'm really hoping she gets a win this evening.
Well, Rumor, thanks for stopping by.
you so
You look
much, Rumor.
amazing.
Best of luck. It's
All right,
great
back
to
to
see
you,
you.
Jeremy and Lola.
Topher Grace and his wife, Ashley. We're going. Happening. This is
Thank
it,
you.
for real.
Thanks for letting me know.
Last time you were here, you won. So the bar is high.
Yes, if I don't win 2 or 3 things, I'm going to be really pissed.
Really upset, okay.
Black Klansman has been so well received, and it's obviously been a game changer for Spike Lee. When you read the script, did you know you had to be a part of this project?
Well, when I knew it was a Spike Lee joint,
Yeah.
I knew I had to be a part of it. When I read the script, I thought, I can't believe that I might be playing this character. I never saw that happening for me. And I kind of had to go read for Spike and talk people into it. It's not something people are used to seeing me do.
Spike Lee said that this was, the nominations and things that are coming out, it was sort of like the perfect storm, the stars aligned, it was the right moment and the right time. What do you make of that? What do you think that could look like?
Well, yeah, I agree. My wife and I had just had a baby at that time, and it's a very confusing time to bring a new person into the world, and you know, what can you say? And then sometimes you find a movie like this, which, you know, it's really Spike saying something, but you can help him say something on a national level like this. And so it was cathartic for me.
Cathartic. Oh, thank you so much for being here. You all were fantastic.
Quick question before you go. What did you think seeing him on screen playing this character? I mean, right? Like, that's got to be the kind of thing. He comes home, it's like, hey, turn it off.
It's weird to be so proud because he's doing such a great job, but then so disgusted at the same time.
He's a pretty reprehensible
it was
character.
Interesting. Yeah.
Good. Glad that it worked out and that he could turn it off.
Disgusted by my
Yeah, you're here now. Things are good. Thank you guys so much. We're going down the carpet to JD and Andrea. Thanks, guys.
We should talk about that.
We're right here with the amazing Sophia Bush, who is walking the red carpet looking like an old-time 40s movie star, elegant as always. So who are you most looking forward to seeing tonight? What were the performances over the year that you just love the most?
Oh my gosh. It's been such an amazing year for film, and I'm particularly excited to see Olivia Colman, and really all the women of The Favorite are at the top of my list. I thought Sam Rockwell was a smash in Vice, and the movie was amazing. the list goes on, but I've just been having so much fun seeing films this holiday season. It's been great.
I love that you love The Favorite, because that's my favorite movie of the year. So good. Yeah. We were just talking before about how you work on your poses, you never think you get it right, which is hard to believe because I feel like every picture I see of you, you look stunning.
Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Well, you were asking what it's like to do a carpet this long, and I just said you never get used to it. I always feel a bit like a deer in the headlights. I'm going, where, what, I don't know. Which way? You know, it's strange. I think there are some people who are very good at it. I feel very awkward about it.
I think you pull it off. And people are shouting your name all around.
And people are saying, hey, say hi to me. You're such a versatile actress. I know you've done like a lot of serious stuff, and you've also done the world's best music video. And we'll talk about that at some other time. But what would you love to do as an actor that you haven't had a chance to do? Would you like to do some broad comedy?
Oh gosh, yeah, I've had such a good time on the comedies that I've worked on and would love to do more of that in the future. I think as a very sort of politically minded person who loves journalism and current events, I tend to gravitate toward dramatic scripts.
Stuff, yeah.
But God, I really like going to work and laughing.
Yeah. And we love when you do those movies that make us laugh and everything. Sophia, nice to see you. You look beautiful. All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
Sam Elliott and his beautiful wife here. Great to see you both. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to me about this moment for you in your career, this huge movie that in many ways may reintroduce you to a whole audience of perhaps Gaga followers that weren't maybe aware of some of your other work before. How has that all been for you?
I don't know. I'm not sure about who's going to introduce who to who, but I'm just honored to be part of it.
Yeah.
And it's a thrill to be here, you know, the SAG Awards. First time for me. Nothing like being nominated by your peers, you know, and nothing like representing this film. You know, Absolutely. It's just been a wonderful journey.
I think one of the funniest things I've ever seen on television is watching you recite Lady Gaga lyrics.
Yeah.
Care to deliver a Gaga lyric tonight for us?
No, I don't care to. You know, no.
Yeah, so a first time through here, when it comes to a show like this, compared to all the other award shows that you guys have been kind of coming and going to, what sets this one apart for you?
Well, again, I think it's, you know, the fact that I'm here nominated for an award by my peers. That's what sets it apart from the rest of them. You know, it's all great. All these award shows are all great, but they are what they are. Yeah. You know, there's a little more meaningful when it comes from your peers, I think.
Well, man,
well, thank you both for being here. You both are shining so bright. We're going to let you get on inside and enjoy the evening.
Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. I'll help you down here. Down the stairs. There we go.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening.
Congratulations.
Take care. Okay.
Amy Adams is here. We're going to
Amy Adams.
Welcome her up. Hello. Hi. Hey, Amy Adams. Good to see you.
You too.
Well, can we scoot up a little more into the sun here? We're losing our light. So good to see you. So let's talk about the SAG Awards. These roles that you're nominated for. I mean, it kind of like when it rains, it pours, right? Like all these, an abundance of blessing.
I feel very blessed. That's a great word for it. I had a great opportunity to work on these projects with creative collaborators and wonderful cast, and it's just a blessing to get to be here tonight.
You know, sharp objects, that's some tough material to tackle. What did you do off camera to keep things a little light, or did you stay in a heavier place as you were filming? Tell me you had some fun.
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Okay.
I'm laughing because Patricia Clarkson always jokes that we drank fake alcohol on set and real alcohol off set.
Okay. Yes.
She has a good answer for that. But, you know, being a mom, it really brings you right back down to earth and, like, helps you keep a really clear separation because I couldn't bring Camille into the house. So I ran a lot and just spent a lot of time alone, processing and getting back to my being grounded. Yeah.
Patricia Clarkson, to me, I've encountered her a few different times, just seems like the kind of person that radiates so much joy in doing the work. And this role seems just perfect for her.
It's so perfect for her. She's from like another era, you know? She's like an old-time movie star, you know? Yeah. And I love it. I love being in her presence. Yeah. And she was so perfect for Adora. She brought all of her elegance, but also her wit and her devious side. So yeah, she was wonderful.
Fantastic. Really quick, quickly, you've got to mention you playing Lynn Chaney. What an amazing piece of work
Thank
you turned
you.
in. Again, being on that set, what was that like for you? Working alongside Christian Bale and
love working
seeing
with
him put on all
Christian.
that weight.
And
What was that like?
singing to get into your character, right? Isn't that what you had to do?
Well, I mean, it's one of the things I do to keep light. I sing on most sets, but it was really fun to sing as Lynn Chaney.
Was there
So,
a go-to song?
Pour Some Sugar on Me
Pour
was
Some
my
Sugar on Me.
favorite.
That did
yes.
it. And with that, we're out of time. Hey, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much
I'll
for
help
being
you
here.
off the platform here.
We will.
Yeah.
Thank
I know, we will right
you.
now.
Thank you.
Okay, Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala
Greeting Amy on the way.
Ali.
Hello, Mahershala.
Mahershala, the hardest working man in Hollywood. How are you doing?
Well, how you doing?
Let's move up a little bit more
bring you
here,
into the
just
light.
into the light. That suit looks amazing.
Thank
My
you.
goodness. You dress yourself? Do you have anybody giving you some?
I have an extraordinary stylist named Von Alonso, and she takes great care of me.
I would
Yeah.
say so.
Yeah.
You've got one of those smiles that's just incandescent. Do you walk into an
Well, now-
audition?
now I
Incandescent,
wow. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Do you just walk into an audition, flash those pearly whites, and you land the role? Is that how it works now?
I think things would have worked out for me a long time ago if that worked.
Okay.
You know? So,
Like the doors would have flown open.
you know, that I tried. I think that helped me get in the door. But after that, you know, you gotta bring it.
Viggo Mortensen has said that you were the perfect scene partner. What was the key to that relationship?
It started with him, I think. You know, just the tone that he set, and just being the more experienced actor, the one who kind of came onto the scene with more presence, at least in our case, you know. And he just was all about working together and keeping it. Working from a place of love, and that's where I try to work from. So we were always, in a certain way, giving each other permission to really just do our best work by rooting for each other.
I love that.
You know, in many ways, this film was the ultimate buddy flick, but it was also a really important history lesson.
Yeah.
Did you know about the Green Book walking into this project?
No, I didn't. I wasn't aware of the Green Book, and I hadn't heard of Dr. Donald Shirley either, and so.
He was a hidden figure.
Yeah, he definitely was a hidden figure. And to read the script, I think, you know, for me, and just in my experiences, the projects that I've been offered up until this point, and constantly really trying to grow as an actor and do more, but do it deeper, I just saw a world of opportunity in his journey just on the page. And just so much to, yes, it's naturally an entertaining story, but so much deeper than that. There is a civics lesson in there, and just a real sort of education about how people need to approach each other with respect and openness.
When I think back about you, man, I've just been such a fan. I remember you came back into People Now forever ago for House of Cards, and you were doing all that good stuff there. When you look at Robin Wright now getting nominated, getting sort of this great level of attention in light of everything the show has been through, what do you think her nomination means at this point for the show?
I think, you know, Robin and I don't talk like that. If we see each other, we're always friendly. So I say that to be like, I'm not in her ear speaking to her personally, but so I have to put myself in her shoes as an actor. And I know for her, it's about the work and the opportunity and responsibility to carry that show now that things have so significantly shifted on it. But she was always doing that work. She was always carrying her load, and she was always extraordinary and had been nominated from the beginning. So this isn't her nomination in no way as a result of Kevin's departure. She was always doing some of the strongest work on the show, period.
Yeah.
So.
Really quickly before we let you go, we've got to talk about that billboard. There are billboards of you all over town. What's it like for you to look up and see yourself writ large like that? Supersize Mahershala.
It's surreal. You know, I started acting in 1993.
Wow.
And, you know, that's my first lead. And so I think it happened for me very slowly, you know. I felt like I had moments where I felt close to a big opportunity, but to finally like realize that and to see it and to have had the opportunity to work with the actors that I worked with and Nick Pizzolatto and everyone involved in True Detective, and as well as, you know, what's happening with Green Book. It's It's humbling, it's surreal, it's surprising, it's amazing.
You are killing it, man. It's so good to talk to you.
She sees me up there. So.
Congratulations.
Hey, good.
You know, a lot of people want to talk to you down there.
Thank you so much for
We'll
being
let you
here.
go.
Congratulations.
I believe, thank you. Have a good time tonight. Michael Douglas is coming up. Michael Douglas nominated for the Kaminsky Method.
All right, and
such a funny.
He's with the
funny
lovely
show.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
And
Stunning in Indigo.
he's talking to Mahershala
look,
here.
Mahershala, look at this.
Here we go,
think
guys.
they're
Hello,
talking
sir.
about
I'm
working
Jeremy.
together.
Great to see you. Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm Lola. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. How are you?
Well, hey, the Hollywood Awards season thing, it's not new to you. But what does it mean to be here tonight? The Screen Actors Guild Awards, the 25th annual.
Well, you know, I'm doing this Kaminsky Method for Netflix, and between it first coming out in November and here we are in January, it's just been this kind of phenomenal role. It's got a great response. So that part is great. And then these SAG Awards are always wonderful because it's presented by your peers, you know, and it's always a treat and an honor for me and with Catherine to be here. So I love it, and I'm enjoying the show, and I'm just so happy Catherine could be here with me.
You look beautiful as well. I talked to you recently. You were telling me about that you have a dance studio in your home where you go down, you kind of put on the shoes, you do your thing. I wondered if you have an equivalent man cave or something where you can escape while she's doing the dancing.
I got a little office, but I don't put on the dance shoes too often, you know.
Yeah, but he likes to watch me tap dance every now and again.
Watch your tap dance anywhere, any place. I love to. Actually, we first got together, I think I asked you to tap dance in our bathroom on the tile floors.
Limited because the marble got a bit scratched up.
It was worth it. Key to the heart. Alan Arkin, what's the key to the chemistry?
Well, he's just so good. You know, he's the real deal. You know, comes out of Second City. For me, it's just watching and wondering. He's got an incredible sense of timing. But it all comes down to writing. We got an incredible cast. We're up for ensemble tonight. But Chuck Lorre and Al Higgins, people responsible for giving us all this great writings that makes it easier.
It's so great. It's so funny. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Great to see you again.
Thank you so much for being
have a
here.
great night
Thank
tonight,
you.
guys.
Look
Thank you so much for going down to JD
Thank
and Andrea.
you.
Unbelievable. Kick off.
All right, here we are with Laura Harrier and Ryan Eggold from Black Klansman. How are you guys doing today?
We're great. We're here with our...
Good, thanks. I just bumped into this beautiful woman, so I'm much better now.
Yeah, what does that reunion feel like? You have this amazing film. It's gotten such a great response, nominated. So what is it like to bump into your castmates here at an awards show?
Well, Laura and I didn't even really work together during the film, which a lot of us didn't.
Oddly enough, you didn't engage with one on the film.
She wasn't hanging out with the clan. I
Spoiler
don't know
alert.
why.
Surprisingly, we didn't have a lot of scenes together.
Having such a good time.
I feel like we shot like 2 different movies, kind of, whenever we do press. And John David and I are like, yeah, we were listening to Temptations, we were dancing, and they're like, it was a little different.
Oh, yeah, we were just throwing out a bunch of hate speech and being mean and angry and depressed.
You got to sit in a basement, and they got to do a Soul Train dance
It almost was 2 different movies.
Fun, and we're sitting there like playing pool and smoking, being like, ah, yeah, so.
I'm sorry.
But she was a little busy carrying the film, so it's all good.
What's the response been like, and how's that felt? Because obviously this film's very culturally resonant, and what is it like to hear the response from people?
It's incredible. I mean, I think that, you know, our film really touches on a lot of subjects that are important in our country right now, and I think Spike is so brilliant at, you know, talking about these really poignant subjects, but bringing it to a wide audience. So it's just been really cool to see how people respond and how everyone sort of has a different reaction to the film, and it's just something we're really proud of, and it's so cool that it's sort of had this whole other life that none of us really knew was going to happen.
So I have one last question for you. I can't ask you because I know you didn't take any of your wardrobe home, but you had the coolest wardrobe. You had those glasses, you had the...
No.
So did you take anything off the set?
Oh my God, I didn't, honestly. Like, our wardrobe stylist, Marcy Rogers, is just incredible, but I don't know, I got scared. I didn't want Spike to yell at me. Honestly, I was like, if I steal this and I get in trouble, it is not worth it.
Well, Spike Lee is listening.
Yeah, he wouldn't care. Ryan and Laura, thank you so much for stopping by. Congrats.
Great
All right,
film.
back to you,
Congratulations,
Lola
guys.
and Jeremy.
Hi, we are here with Gemma Chan. Gemma, you look exquisite.
Oh, thank you so much.
How are you feeling this evening? You're here with one of the biggest movies of the year.
Gosh, I
Crazy
think,
Rich Asians.
You know what? The best thing about it is we get to celebrate, well, with my castmates, and we all get together, and it's just, yeah, it just keeps going on. I feel so lucky.
I guess when you look back over the course of the past year or so, what has been the brightest sort of shining moment for you and for your cast?
Gosh, well, I mean, the whole thing's been amazing. It's been beyond what any of us could have imagined. But I think it's people's personal reactions and people just coming up to you on the street, in the airport, and they're just so happy that the film has been made. And I think, you know, people feel seen for the first time, and that's been brilliant.
Now, your character Astrid is arguably one of the most fashionable women in the world. Does that put any pressure on you to bring it on the silver carpet?
It's working, whatever it is.
I mean, it takes a village, believe me, but I'm very lucky.
So your castmates have been saying this is sort of like a big final cast wrap party, right? That this is sort of like the big last hurrah. Who is most likely in the cast to party the hardest and the longest into the night tonight at the SAG after party? Be real, it's just us.
There are a couple of us who maybe myself.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Chris Pang. Henry Golding puts in a good stint as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
very good. Well, we're going to be looking for you guys. We're going to be in there, so we'll be watching. Thank you. Congratulations. Have fun in there
Have
tonight.
a wonderful evening. Beautiful.
All right, let me help you down here.
Yes.
We're staying
We've
here.
got
John
more
David
people
Washington is going to be coming up.
Oh, goodness. Whoa, look at that dress.
John David Washington
John
from...
David Washington, come on up.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Good.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good
to meet
Good
you.
to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Where do we start with this?
That's this guy. He's the man right here, Ron.
I mean, when you look at just the sort of the full evolution of this movie and how it's been received and what people are saying about it, what sticks out to you, and are you happy with the way everyone's embraced it?
I'm extremely happy with how they've embraced it. What sticks out to me is how everybody is seeing in real time the fact that 40 years ago and today are connected. And partly because of the performance by this young man right here.
Yeah. Same question for you. The way it's being received and what kind of feedback you're getting.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo that. Very positive feedback and a very enthusiastic one about how to change the narrative here. It's been this sort of old way of thinking and believing has gone on too long. So hopefully this film is inspiring people to talk, to communicate.
It's interesting because when I hear you speak, I can hear your father's cadence and the rhythm of his speech. But you've also been very, very clear about wanting to celebrate your mother as well.
Yeah.
You said beautiful things about her in a video that went viral. Why has it been important for you to acknowledge both your parents on the grand stage and thank them both?
Well, I mean, she's an incredible artist. You know, I learned from both of them. You know, and they exemplify people of faith, praying, you know, family first, hard work ethic. So I just thought it was important at that moment to make sure I shouted her out.
Very good.
Yep.
And did your dad give you a piece of advice on how to make award season, how to make it through all these red carpets, and how to survive and stay fresh?
Yeah, just make it there.
Just make it.
Yeah. How about get there? Yeah. Right. Nah, just enjoy it all. Take it all in. This is fantastic, and it's a great reason to be here to celebrate this man, Spike Lee, who put so many men and women of color in cinema on a platform. To celebrate our differences, you know, and to just highlight the unique factors and characteristics of every neighborhood in this country.
A lot to celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you
it's
so
great
much.
to talk to you. Congratulations. Thanks so much. Have a great night
wonderful
tonight.
evening. Take care. Thank you so much.
We're staying
all right.
here.
We're staying right here. We've got so many
Richard
people
Madden.
coming to see us, coming to hang out with us
Hello,
today.
sir. How are you?
Hello.
Man, it's
Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Can I just say this? Over the holidays, my wife and I started diving into Bodyguard.
Great.
So good. Where do we go with this? I guess, how has the response been for you? As it's been streaming, the audience suddenly emerges, right?
Yeah.
And then you start getting the feedback.
Yeah, it's insane. You know, we just kind of shot this little show in the UK, and it's kind of come across the pond, and yeah, it's gone a bit mad, which is
New
brilliant.
wave all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's really strange. Brilliant, but mind-boggling.
What kinds of doors is it opening for you?
I don't really know. I've not really thought.
Here's what
about
I was
that.
getting to. I keep hearing talk of James Bond. There are headlines everywhere, and I just wondered.
Lots of people talk. That's all they do. It's
Okay.
just talk.
Okay.
Shaken, not stirred.
Oh, God.
Speaking of cocktails, we hear that there's a drinking game. Every time you say mom, people take a shot.
You're not going to last more than half an episode.
No.
Apparently, I don't think.
That's exactly right. So a night like tonight, look, your peers are here. They're acknowledging your work. What does that mean on the scale of award shows and of recognition?
It's just great to be here. I mean, there's just so many people I kind of respect and I'm excited to kind of bump into. So I'm just happy to be here. This is always such a mad dream for me. I'm just, you know, just a little guy from Scotland. So this is all very exciting.
Well, we're going to be watching. Thank you.
Thank you
Congrats.
so much for being here. We'll
Have
be
a good night
watching
tonight. We're going down the carpet to JD and Andrea.
All right.
Okay, we are here with Casey Thomas Brown and the lovely Ashley Lathrop from the Comiskey Method. So we're going from the intense drama that you were just witnessing with Bodyguard to the real-life drama of being a struggling actor in Los Angeles.
It's rough, yeah.
So how close is it to your own experience of being actors and going to acting classes?
I think the classes themselves are things that I'm like, I have definitely done this before in my lifetime. Not being taught by the greats that we have on our show, but...
I was going to say, I wish Michael Douglas always taught me acting. That would be helpful.
You mean your real-life acting teacher is not Michael Douglas?
No. Now it is.
Now it is.
Yeah.
We were just talking before. I mean, obviously it's exciting to be here. Who are you really excited to bump into today?
Glenn Close, fingers crossed.
What would you say to Glenn Close if you ran into her?
I love you. I don't know.
What about you?
Sandra Oh, we saw her on the carpet and I was like, oh my gosh. And I started to back away because I was so excited.
I hope you guys run into them. Congrats on everything. And back to you, Lola and Jeremy.
Okay, here we go, and we're
Nash,
live.
Miss Nash.
Miss Nash is here from
You are
Globe.
absolutely glowing this
Thank you so
evening.
much.
Thank you so much for being here. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel excited. I feel fresh. I'm not too tired yet. My shoes, I learned last year to wear more comfortable shoes, and I feel
Lola, you nailed that a long time ago. Look at this.
I'm wearing Louboutins. Oh, no, I'm wearing really cool Stella McCartneys. There you go.
Hey, before we get to Glow, you just released a new single?
I did. It's called Trash. It was actually an environmental art project that I was asked to be a part of, and it's about the fact that we're turning our oceans into a plastic mess, and we need to do something about it. So I wrote a pop song called Trash about that.
Music video yet?
Yeah, it's out.
And what's it? Give me an idea of the best part of making that music video. It's kind of the little different vibe, right?
Yeah.
Than what you're used to.
Yes, it was like a 90s kind of, just went over to my friends, like she could like build a house and fly a helicopter, and she was trying to like file down these like bits of plastic, and I was just kind of like dancing, and we had a green screen, and it's got like rivers of plastic in the back and horrible images of environmental damage to try and raise some awareness
Good for
about.
you.
Well, let's shift gears really quickly. I hung out with you Glow gals last night. You gals
Did
are
you?
good. I sure
I don't
did.
She doesn't remember.
You probably don't remember.
Quite a party.
But we all had a great time. We had a great time.
You can't not have a good time with the Glow Girl.
No, you can't.
Like when I go to these events and I feel nervous, I get there and it's just like, yeah, we're together, Glow Girls, yeah.
Is that your next hit single?
Yes.
I'm right there.
Glow
for
Girls,
it.
yeah. Okay, now.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so
You're
much.
fantastic. Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful evening.
We are a true ensemble. We
know, you
are
really
a
are.
sisterhood, and I just am so proud to be here with the girls, regardless of what happens, because I think everybody works so hard, and it's an honor to be nominated.
We've been hearing that from your other cast members. It really does feel like a family. Thank you. Congratulations.
We're going to
Have a
send
good
you
time
off.
tonight.
You are the Glow
Uh-oh,
Girls.
there she goes.
Yeah.
Dances off. JD and
that.
Andrea, you guys can dance in if you want, whatever you like.
Wow.
No, there's some singing and
You
dancing.
guys, I don't know. We can't compete with your
can't
dance
compete
moves
with
down
that.
there. But we do have some of the cast of This Is Us here.
We have the
How are
young
you guys
gentlemen of
doing?
This Is Us.
Pretty good. How are you? Good. Okay, this show, I was just saying before, makes me cry. Like, it pulls at my heartstrings. I don't normally cry a lot. Do you guys get emotional watching back or reading the scripts?
Sometimes.
Oh, you're like, not as much as you. What about reading?
But 3:10, I think it was, where Randall got elected, I cried like a baby. Yeah, I cried when reading the script and even when watching it. But it really got to me.
I cry a lot. It's hard. I got attached to these characters. We're not all as tough as this guy right here. We're not as
Tough little man.
Well, one of the things that must be interesting for the two of you, and certainly for you, is that you can see yourself at different ages. So do you guys as actors talk to your older versions of yourselves, the younger versions of yourselves, and kind of figure out what kind of, sort of behaviors or intonation or anything should be the same, or you just look at the script and kind of go from there?
To be honest, I think the casting was so well that neither of us really needed to talk with them about stuff like that.
Right.
I know for the first season, I didn't meet Sterling the whole time. I think you talked to Justin maybe a few times.
Yeah, I wanted to get some mannerisms and stuff like that down, but once you kind of get the basis, honestly, I think just the writing and the way they cut back and forth makes it seamless. And I don't know, it looks great, and I can't take credit for it, so. Yeah.
You were saying it's going to get even more sad, so can you tease what's to come the rest of the season?
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
Can you tease what's going to come the rest of the season?
No.
Choose your words carefully.
Yeah, we're watching them. We're watching them. What are you going to say?
Mr. Dan's probably watching me right now, so I'm trying to be careful.
All right, I know you guys are very tight-lipped, so I appreciate that.
So now, when you've been to so many of these award shows, do you guys see each other outside of work and outside of award shows? Do you ever hang out? Especially you two, because you don't really like each other on the show.
Yeah, we like each other in real life.
Yeah.
We as a big three, even Hannah, who plays Teen Kate, we go out a bunch. I know we attended Lonnie's birthday party when we went skating, which is super fun. Yes, I was there. I busted my butt for you.
You guys are going to have to pull out the pictures as proof. Well, we love you guys. Congrats
Thanks so
on
much for
everything.
stopping by.
Yes, thanks for stopping by. Back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
All right, the 25th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards brought to you by Reynolds Wrap, Cara Santana, Steph Shep. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we're good. Excited to be here.
Yeah. Let's talk about that tattoo. You were just giving us a little sneak peek.
Yes.
Now, what do we got?
This is my mom's lips. I don't know if you can see.
There we go. And so why? It's a great move. It looks good, but what's the story?
Thank you. I mean, you know, I love my mom, and I just wanted to have her kisses with me, always.
I offered to give her my lips, but she wasn't interested.
Hey, what are you guys looking forward to the most tonight?
I think just being with my fellow actors and watching all of their incredible performances be honored, that's the thing I'm most excited. And being here with one of my best friends.
So fun.
Was there a performance or two or three that just really knocked your socks off this year, ladies?
Well, for me, Olivia Colman in The Favorite
So
was
good.
by far the best performance I saw, but there were so many and Bradley Cooper was amazing.
So good.
Yes.
I could cry just thinking about it. I cried 20 minutes after that movie.
I cry every time I just think about how much I think Gaga and Bradley Cooper really do love each other.
I know their chemistry is so great. Their friendship, I'm really excited to see what happens.
Is that sneak behind the scenes?
Yes.
So I work out with Bradley Cooper.
You do?
Yes, I do. Shout out to Jason Walsh.
Okay.
He trains us. But Bradley brings his dog to the gym, and his dog was the actual dog Charlie in A Star Born.
Look at you bringing the fun facts. I like that.
Trivia.
They're wrapping us up on that note. Now we're like fact checking. Let's find out about that dog. Ladies, have a great time tonight.
Thank you.
We're staying here. I'll help you down off the platform
thank you so
here.
much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. That was really great. Yeah. We're
really
asking him about
good.
that dog.
Thank
Now we're
you,
going
thank
down
you,
the carpet,
thank you.
actually. We're going to JD and Andrea.
Okay.
Okay, we're here with the amazing Michael Zegan from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite stealer of joke material and all-around heel.
Cheater of
Cheater,
wives, yeah.
crumb, but also a guy with basically a good heart, right?
I would hope so, yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Well, we've seen him evolve, and I think he's got a decent heart. It's somewhere in there.
Did you know that we're actually co-stars? I had a line on Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I heard, I remember. Yes, you were fantastic. Congratulations.
You're fantastic. You guys, you haven't started filming for season 3, but where would you love to see your storyline go for this next season?
You know what? I just want him to be happy. I think he's still trying to find his way. He worked in a plastics company. He worked for his father, and during season 2, we kind of got hints that maybe he's going to open a club. So I don't want to give anything away. I don't think it's that big of a spoiler, but maybe we'll see where that goes.
We're excited to see where it goes. Thanks for stopping by, and congrats.
Thanks, Michael.
All right,
Great
back
seeing
to
you.
Lola and
Good luck.
Jeremy.
One of my favorite nominees of the year, Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me? Richard E. Grant, amazing. And you guys, I heard, were in tears after you found out about the Oscar nomination.
Oh my God, totally. There's no any of these. Just, we loved the story. We loved Lee and Jack so much, but then to have people kind of acknowledge a small film like this in such a big way was, you just don't ever see it coming. And yeah, I called him. It was 5:30 in the morning my time, and I called him in London. We were both kind of beside ourselves and couldn't believe it. Like every time this has happened, it seems too good to be true.
So great.
Your character is a complicated woman.
She is.
And she definitely deals with a lot of pain, but you managed to find humor in a lot of moments throughout that film.
She was so funny. Lee's ability to you know, even if she was difficult, her turn of phrase and her humor and her intelligence was never part of her struggle. I mean, she was a really funny, dry, challenging person, and I kind of fell in love with her right away.
One of my favorite moments is when you say, yeah, I think it was ageism. I fell out of my bed laughing.
And in terms of your friendship with Richard, I keep going back, but I just feel like sometimes you see something happen on screen that's going to last forever. I feel like you two are, like, you know, 50 years from now, you're still calling each other up and seeing what's going on.
I will never declaw that man. He is so lovely. I was going to say all these terrible things about him because we kind of like to do that to each other.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of fun to say he's a monster because he's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, something just clicked. It clicked the second I saw his sweet face, and every single day of shooting that film was just like, it was so challenging and hard and fun and supportive, and I just every day would come home and like call Ben and be like, it just was great again. Like, what's happening? Like, it's just lovely. So, yeah, and he's tremendous in that. He's so, I mean, he's always amazing. But this was really like, to watch him play Jack was like, it was really something.
Spy is one of my favorite films of all time. I must watch it anytime it's on television.
Oh, thank you.
The wigs in this film, the wigs in Spy, the wigs in a number of your films. You like the bad wigs, don't you?
Bad. I don't know about bad.
That's a moment of judgment.
I love me some hair help.
Congratulations on everything. It's such a pleasure to talk to you. Have fun here tonight.
Thank you so much.
We'll help you down here.
Thank you.
And then we are going to continue. Susan Kelechi Watson. Hello.
Susan Kelechi Watson, how are you?
How are you tonight?
Boy, it's great to see you.
Hello, Yellow.
Here we go.
There are a few people, as we do awards stuff, that are always a joy to talk to. You're one of those people. I feel like that you and your crew just have a real positive vibe, and it keeps going. I'm like waiting on it to stop so far.
Look, we got to keep it positive, right?
Yes.
Or we'd be crying all the time. So,
I guess so.
Yeah, we keep the laughs going.
All right.
Speaking of crying all the time, your show, This Is Us, just guts us every week, week after week after week. For you on set, is it cathartic having to shed that many tears?
Yes, I think it's good to explore like our vulnerabilities. You know what I mean? I think it's good to try to strive to be our best selves, and that's what this show does. And then afterwards, we're just like terrible people.
I feel like that the humor would get really dark.
Yeah,
right?
but really dark. You know, Sterling. Woo, that guy. Yeah. Be careful with that guy.
He's the most nominated person this evening.
Is
3
he?
nominations. That's right. Sterling, yes.
Well, it's history.
Well, I hope that happens then. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much. They're pulling you along here. You got a lot of people to talk to. Thank you so much. Congratulations on everything. I'll help you down off the platform. Okay, there we go. I think Rami Malek is coming up from Bohemian Rhapsody. Hello, Rami Malek.
Hey, Jeremy.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi,
Lola. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you with your teeth.
My own teeth.
Your own teeth.
Everybody wants to talk about the teeth.
Well, you plated them in gold, so everybody's going to talk about that.
Yeah,
Let's talk about something else. I've been seeing interviews with you. I'm just proposing this. I don't know if it's true. Ever since you played Freddie Mercury, I think your wardrobe game is through the roof. I don't know if it was always like that, but it seems more dialed in than ever.
You know,
tell me.
I spent countless hours of costume fittings with Julian Day, our designer, and you know, those were the moments that I really used as rehearsal time. So I got to really love dressing up. I work with a great stylist named Ilaria Urbanati. She is great. She just left me in this beautiful
the double breast
Dior suit.
Yes, very nice.
You can't go wrong that way. And I love Freddie Mercury's style. I thought for starting out, it was just going to be the 80s that I dug a lot. But I got to say, there's something about the glam rock that I can get down with as well.
I have a friend named Mark Martel who helped out with some of the vocal stuff. Talk to me about getting the sound right, not only with the way the guy talks and acts, but the music. It had to really be there.
Oh, yeah. Mark and I got in early together. He's a terrific musician, and started working together to recreate Freddie's voice. And ultimately, you know, we used so much of Freddie's voice in the film, but Mark was indispensable in giving us some incredible moments. So dedicated, such a beautiful, passionate voice and man. Yeah. I mean, everybody on this film, because of the subject matter, raised their game. Especially this ensemble that is here tonight, nominated.
It seems like a very fun team.
And what were you most surprised to learn about Freddie, really quickly, before we let you go?
Most surprised. You know, there was one moment that I hear he took Princess Diana and disguised her as a man and took her into a bar, just so they could have their own fun moment without anybody else being aware.
That's unbelievable.
Now, I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
This might be an urban legend.
All right.
Princess Diana
Yeah.
in drag. Wow. It can't get better than that. So thank you so much for being here.
Hear that.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
wonderful
Thank you.
evening.
Have a
Take
great
care.
night.
Bye.
All right, guys, we're going down to Andrea and JD.
Maybe I shouldn't want to go swimming in it.
All right, we are here with Constance Wu from Crazy Rich Asians. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Amazing. I mean, Crazy Rich Asians, obviously this huge movie. What does it feel to have this amazing response from people?
I just feel really grateful and really proud and happy that people enjoyed it. And the fact that it's being nominated for things is just icing on the cake.
Well, one thing that you really see when you see the cast together is you all seem to have such a good time together.
Yeah.
But you're all international. I mean, you've got friends now in like 4 different countries.
Yeah.
Do you all hang out together at all between
We try to hang out together when we are in the same city, but that is so rare. That's another thing that makes these short award shows fun, is I get to like reconnect and hang out with the other actors.
It's such a fun movie. Can you think of like the most fun moment you had on set? Maybe that didn't make air, maybe a behind the scenes kind of thing?
Yeah, there's a scene with me and Awkwafina where we're in the car, and she and I just riff. We just go. We just make stuff up.
It looked like a fun scene.
Yeah, it was
And the
fun.
food hall part of it after that looked really fun too. All the food that you guys got to eat in Singapore.
Oh, that's not fun.
That's not fun?
Because you have to do it a million times.
Oh, it looked delicious.
Yeah.
And then Henry Golding, you guys have such a good like relationship on screen, but he actually hadn't acted before. He was a travel host, which now he's in this huge movie. So what was it like working with him?
You know, when he walked in the room for his chemistry test, we all just knew. I mean, have you guys met him?
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
his charisma, his kindness, he's so handsome, and he did a great job, and we're all really proud of him.
So when do you start work on the next extravaganza?
I'm not sure.
Well, we'll have to find out.
We'll be on the lookout. All right, Constance,
All right,
thanks
thank
for
you,
stopping
Constance.
by.
So great to see you.
Congratulations.
We're going to take it back to you, Jeremy and Lola.
25th Annual SAG Awards brought to you by Reynolds Wrap. Very excited for our next guest. Lola, take it away
with
here.
my Nigerian brother, Mr. Fagbenle.
Yeah, no, you said you were going to have a go at it.
Give it to me.
Fagbenle.
Fagbenle. It's really sad. I'm so sorry.
The anglicized version is like Fagbenle.
Yeah, Fagbenle.
Yeah, there you go.
I think speed is the key.
A little more bass.
I
in
call
that
him the
voice.
man with the most amazing suit I've seen tonight.
thanks a lot.
I know we're talking a lot of suits, but this is great.
Oh, yeah, your favorite tonight? That's
Yes, I know, it's
official?
really good.
Definitely
All
one of our
right,
favorites.
I'll take it.
Also one of our favorites, Handmaid's Tale. What can we expect from season 3? Because we hear it's coming back and it's going to
Yeah.
be stronger and
More
even more
trauma.
powerful. More drama.
More scary and frightening.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think what I'm excited about for this season is that they're really expanding the world, so you get to see a little bit more of what's going on in other parts of the world, and so that's really exciting. I'm a big fan of the book, and apparently Margaret Atwood is writing another book, so
more to
That's fantastic.
More to come.
More source material. Now your character has made it to freedom in Canada.
Right.
And other people may be joining him as well. Can you?
I can either confirm or deny.
Come on.
Perhaps.
We go way back to the
But
motherland.
I
Give me a
know,
little
but listen,
something.
we hope that, right? Like,
Yes.
we're all hoping that we can get away from that terrible regime. I'm talking about Handmaid's Tale.
Hey, when it comes to, we've been talking about SAG Awards stuff and the Screen Actors Guild. Do you remember the job that got you your SAG card? The very first one, all the way back.
You know what it was? It was a TV show with Courtney Cox called. Oh, I forget the name. It's
Friends?
Friends?
No. No, it was after Friends.
Yeah.
But the funny thing was.
Well, if you can't remember, then don't.
Oh,
I'm
Cougar,
feeling
Cougar.
It was called Dirt.
Okay.
So, but I got my very first job, and I came on, and they couldn't find my visa, and so at the last minute, they took me off the rehearsal stage, just brought another random black actor on, and I watched someone else do my part.
Oh, no.
And afterwards, they apologized and were like, "Don't worry, we'll put you back in." So the next week, I came in as another character, and that's how I got my SAG.
Are you more of the ceremony guy or are you the after party guy?
Oh, all about the after party. This stuff is a bit overwhelming for me. You know, I'm a very simple man. All these kind of lights and stuff. Give me, dance, boogie down. Okay.
Hey, you know, see you on the dance floor? Are we going to see you on the dance floor?
Are you going to be there?
Of course I am. I had to rest for the carpet today, but tonight it's on.
Okay.
And I'll be spraying dollars, so you better be dancing. That's a Nigerian tradition. When someone, when they really bring it on the dance floor, you spray money on them, Jeremy.
That makes me dance. Make me dance.
People do talk about this a lot, how weird it is to stand on a step and repeat with the graphics and everything and pose for the photogs. Can you just give me a little...
You know what? Because I had to look in the magazines and figure out like how to do it. So I've got one hand in pocket, one kind of like...
All right. We're going to keep practicing this, and we're going to toss down to Andrea and JD. But I think we got it like this. There we go. A little bit of that. Thank you, man. It's great to meet you.
That was fantastic.
Don't they just look adorable?
They look great.
Well, Shazam, this is exciting. Look at this. Look at this tall drink of water here.
We're drinking something.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm so good. I'm so grateful that I'm here. It's the first time I've ever been to the SAG Awards. I've been kicking around this town a long time, and it's nice to be here and be included, particularly with my incredible cast of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel that I'm beyond proud of. They've crushed everything, and I just get to grab their coattails and be like, let's go to the SAGs, you know?
No, you're not just grabbing their coattails. You hold your own.
I did what I could. Yeah.
Okay, so now that this is your first award show and you're here, is there anything surprising to you? All going as planned.
No, I mean, I guess it's not really a surprise, but it's kind of a surprise. It's because it's the SAG Awards, it's all actors, so there's just it's jam-packed with all of the most talented, amazing people that in my particular field of work, And so that's really cool, and to all be here together and celebrate together and pat each other on the back and say, hey, don't you look good? Because that's what all tonight is.
Do you like doing a period piece? Do you enjoy love
it. Yeah, I love it. I feel like I've always been kind of an old soul anyway, and I don't know, those high-waisted pants and the whole deal. I thought
you're into that.
I'm into it to play the character. I don't want to do that.
Picture you every day you wear
the movie Her, where all of a sudden Joaquin Phoenix, everybody we're all wearing pants up to our belly button. It could happen. You never know.
All right, season 3 starting to film soon, huh? Any teasers?
No, I have none. I have nothing I can tell you other than you should definitely keep watching that show. And if you haven't seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, go watch it immediately.
All right, that's a good
We will
pitch.
do that.
Thank
Nice
you
to
for
see you.
stopping by.
And thanks.
Congrats.
And try the high-waisted pants in real life. It should be good.
All right, back to you, Lola and Jeremy.
Oh, here we go, guys. Well, we're here with Jess Cagle and Zoe Ruderman from People.
That's right.
Guys, you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
This is it feels like it's one of the highlight events of the year for People Entertainment Weekly. Talk some about that and what that has meant throughout the years with the partnership with the Screen Actors Guild.
Well, the big thing with Entertainment Weekly is a pre-SAG party that happens on Saturday night at Chateau
last
Marmont.
night, right?
Yes, you were there. You were embarrassing, frankly.
Yet again.
I'm surprised you're standing, Jeremy.
Why are you inviting him to that?
I know. But that's always great where we honor the SAG nominees. And then the People and the Entertainment Industry Foundation always throw the SAG after gala, after tonight's award ceremony. And we've done it for years and years and years, and it's a great partnership. And for People magazine, it's a great way to remind the industry that we are a force for good. Right? There's just so much, so many things that we do for charities and things like that, and we support a lot of the same causes that many of the SAG nominees are supporting.
There were so many amazing... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's also a really fun party. It's a force for good, and it's so much fun. It's a great theme this year. It's Havana Plaza. It looks amazing. It's really, it's great. It's going to be good.
Okay, so there were so many stellar performances this year. Which ones really shined bright for you? Which ones knocked your socks off?
Well, I think that in the, if you look at the nominees in the acting, Lady Gaga, Glenn Close, Melissa McCarthy, the list goes on. And it's a tight race where it seems to be kind of like Melissa McCarthy and Lady Gaga going head to head.
And then Glenn Close comes in.
And I think that Lady Gaga and Glenn Close, but Glenn Close seems to be maybe having the edge right now. But because the Screen Actors Guild is or actors are the largest voting block of the Academy voters, that the winners at the Screen Actors Guild are always very telling about what's going to happen at the Oscars. So I think if Glenn Close wins tonight, that category. I think that it means she'll probably go on to win. Same with Christian Bale, seems to be the front runner for Best Actor, for example. And Mahershala Ali for supporting, and then supporting actress is who?
Supporting actress. Well, there are so many options. Oh my gosh, on the spot. Here we go.
Emma Stone,
Emma Stone,
Rachel Weisz.
Rachel Weisz. Yeah. And let's go Emma Stone for that.
Emma Stone.
Everything
and
from
Rachel
The
Weisz
Favorite,
against
I
each
want
other.
to win. I love The Favorite. I think they should all win.
Almost out of time. Quickly, some of the looks that you've liked.
Lady Gaga. I was pretty wowed by it. So that dress was on the runway at Dior Haute Couture in Paris less than a week ago.
Wow.
And she's wearing it now, which kind of speaks to how bad.
And you're Lady Gaga. You can pull things like that off.
They're wrapping us up.
You look fantastic.
You guys look
You are
great. Thank you so
shining
much.
bright.
And we're going down to
Thank
JD
you,
and
guys.
Andrea.
Take care.
But we have at least have this breeze. We are here with the amazing Gabrielle Carteris, who is not only an accomplished actress, but the head of the Screen Actors Guild at SAG-AFTRA, a leader of our acting community here in Hollywood and beyond, does an amazing job.
Thank you. It's such an honor to be here. I'm so happy you're with us to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the SAG Awards.
Yeah, what is this award show and being on the carpet? What does that mean to you?
Oh, for me, I can't believe it's been 25 years of celebrating, and the idea of it being peer-to-peer recognition. I do all the awards, just like you guys do. This is my most favorite, even when I wasn't president, because there's nothing like seeing your fellow actors being recognized by each other. It's beautiful. It's a great, great night.
Yeah, so over the 25 years, what has changed the most, and how is this year special?
Well, what's changed is we merged our unions. What's changed, I think we are out there in a way that we've never really been, you know, even on the field in terms of legislation and really helping not only ourselves, but our industry, and I think we're a big part of the world and what's going on and making a difference. So I am very proud of our members, very proud. And we're seeing a lot of change in technology, as you guys are. So really, I think that we're just it's just a rapidly changing industry. The industry was 3 networks when I first started, and then films, and now it's over 500 shows, all the different platforms that exist. It's exciting.
So I have to ask you, because you are associated with a role, and people probably still call you Andrea when you walk down the street.
And I say it's Andrea, but that's okay.
Is it really Andrea? It must be Andrea.
I made it up. Yes, it is really Andrea.
Do you get a lot of fans coming up to you and asking about, getting together with your former castmates and all of that?
Yes, and there's been announcements, so things are happening, and you just stay tuned, watch for it.
Right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
So
yes.
nice to see you. Thank
All
you
right,
so much.
you look beautiful. All right, and look, Andrew Dice Clay, hello. How's it going?
Mr. Dice Clay.
How's your day going?
It's going good. Gets a little hectic, once you show up.
Yeah.
Because it's a calm drive and then it gets hectic.
It does get very hectic. Hi.
In case you don't know.
How are you?
Thank you.
Very funny. So let me
tour with
ask
him.
you a question. Being on this journey with him, you're such a tender, sweet father to Lady Gaga. Is that who he really is? Is that more of the guy that you see and you know?
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely, yeah.
We know each other 25 years, so she knows my boys real well.
Yeah.
He's an amazing father, so it wasn't a far stretch. He's phenomenal. Yeah.
And you got to work with her in those scenes, especially in the kitchen around that. You told me at the opening of the movie that it was you naturally clicked with her right away. You kind of had a rhythm of
doing the scene. You know what? We were both so into, especially her, because she's the star of the movie, so into being that girl, into being Allie. It really made it easy for me, because she really felt like my daughter. So it made it easy.
And what are you going to do tonight to celebrate if you guys win?
This is it. They have the party afterwards. Maybe I'll get to know you. Who knows? You here alone, or are you a couple?
I mean, we're not a couple.
Not a couple yet. Not yet.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Who knows the night is young. No, not at all.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for
Thank you
stopping
for
by. Yes, congrats on everything.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Oh, and look who we have. Hello. You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
How's your day going?
It's pretty awesome. It's just lovely to be back. I'm wearing Zach Posen, I should say that. It's lovely to be back here. It's been a couple of years, and I love celebrating actors. I love celebrating my fellow artists, and the performances this year are so inspiring. I'm so inspired to get better and working on producing, and I just want to be a better artist and tell better stories, and I'm just, the performances this year were just incredible.
Do you have a performance of the year, a shining performance that you just really loved?
I can't pick one. There were really some amazing ones. The ones that stand out in my mind, because I probably just saw them recently, Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born in Gaga, and A Star Is Born, that movie. We watched it on New Year's Eve, which is a mistake. I was a wreck. I was brought in the new year like crying uncontrollably and be like, baby, hold me. It was just such a beautiful portrait of codependence and how that feels, the nature of that kind of relationship and addiction and what it can do to families and relationships. Glenn Close is just a goddess. One of my favorite movies of my childhood was Dangerous Liaisons, and one of my favorite lines in a movie, Glenn Close says in Dangerous Liaisons, vanity and happiness are not compatible. Isn't that a good line? Oh
Is
my
that
God.
true? Oh.
If you're saying it and if she said it, then I'm just going to go with it.
I think it gives you something to think
It
about.
does give you something to think
and
about.
Art should always do that.
Now, Orange is the New Black, final season. Obviously a little bittersweet. What are you going to miss the most about being with that cast?
I love telling the stories that we've gotten to tell over the years, and that's always why I do this. But the people that I've met people who will be friends of mine for the rest of my life. I just saw Samira Wiley on the carpet, and gosh, she's done, I could just cry. She's an Emmy winner now. She's so good in Handmaid's Tale. I've seen her on plays, and she's just an incredible artist. And so there's so much talent on that show, and we're not like everybody else. Like, we're very unconventional, and it's lovely to see all of us get a chance to shine and blossom.
It's amazing to see all of you kind of grow and win awards and everything. So congratulations, Laverne. Thanks for stopping
Thank you so
by.
much. Thanks for stopping by. And beautiful
looks
dress.
like next we have Andy Serkis coming up.
Andy Serkis.
Hello. They're having a moment.
They're having a little bit of...
Yes, we love Andy Serkis.
We love Andy Serkis.
If you don't know, he actually is the voice of Gollum.
He is an incredible artist.
And here he is. Andy, hello. Nice to see you. I just shocked you. Sorry, it's the carpet. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So, do you get into these kinds of events? I mean, most of the time, a lot of the work that you do as an artist, you're someone else, or you're not visible as Andy Serkis. So is it strange to kind of not, be in some kind of mufti and walk down the red carpet and have people call your name?
I've done a fair few red carpets in my time, so it's not too much of a shock.
Right.
Yeah, being a part of Black Panther.
Are you sure?
Being a part of Black Panther, such a huge film, what is that like to see the response? I mean, overwhelming response from fans.
It's incredible. I mean, it's just seeing how it's panned out over the year and the cultural shift that's happened, the impact that it's had worldwide, the audiences that it's reached, just the perception of what, of it not meaning anything what color your skin is, to be able to carry a huge movie to change, to really change the perception in how casting is done in the future, how writing for movies will be done in the future. I think it's to be part of that and feel that is kind of why you join.
Now the sequel, it's happening, I hear. I mean, do you know anything about it?
Well,
are they going to be able to
You're
top
sort of done in a little bit in the last one, so you have to
Yeah, but
come
you
back.
know,
It's a
I mean, that's
comic
such an
book.
old-fashioned concept.
Everyone comes back.
Do you find, it seems like, you're used to working with a great deal of technology in your work, as well as doing stripped-down roles. Is it hard for actors to get comfortable with the notion that they're acting against a green screen or technology? I mean, I would think you can mentor a lot of actors in doing that because you've had so much experience.
The thing is, actors work out the imagination in any case. I don't think it's a huge leap to work against a green screen and imagine an environment that you're in. We're all used to it now. It's part of the fabric and the way that we tell stories now. So I think maybe back 20, 30, 40 years ago, but so technology's evolving and acting has to adapt, into the method of storytelling of the day. So I think everyone's used to it.
And last thing, you're known for your amazing voices. Do people try to get you to do the Gollum voice all the time? Are you sick of it?
Sometimes, No, look, I know it gives people great pleasure. I am asked constantly to do voice messages, bar mitzvah messages, I'm getting engaged to my fiance, can you say hello? I do it. And I know it gives people great pleasure, so I don't mind at all.
I will make you do it.
So open to bar mitzvah messages on occasion. You gotta start charging for that.
Andy, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So nice to see you. All right. Well, hello. How are you?
Bill, nice to see you.
How's it going, Bill?
Good. Yeah, we're here for The Sinner. which is...
That show is so intense. I mean, when you first, it's an intense show. It's amazing. Jessica Biel's amazing in it. You're amazing. Like, when you read that script, were you just blown away? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, we didn't have all those scripts when it started. It was the first year was Jessica Biel, and the second year was Carrie Coon and Terry Soulette's. So they've all been good. I was the only recurring character. But I gotten used to trusting where it's going to go, because the scripts could come as we were shooting.
They probably didn't want to freak you guys out too much with what was to come.
What was what?
They probably didn't want to freak you out too much, because that show goes dark.
It goes dark, and people are capable of things, that are pretty raw and everything. But I think it's been really good to know that, there's kind of a humanity that it looks for. It's not looking to say this person is a psychopath. That there's understanding these hidden traumas that they have, or some kind of quality that reveals kind of why they behave the way they do. So this idea, it's a why done it, has been fun to work with. Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing really dark, twisted characters more than sort of broad comedy? Do you like the...
I've been so lucky to be able to do both, and mix it up. I'm going to go to London in a month to do a play at Old Vic that is a classic American play called All My Sons.
Oh, yeah.
With Sally Fields, and I've been so lucky to get that kind of opportunity too. And that's like where I was trained to do some stuff in the theater and dramas, and so I feel comfortable with The Sinner in that way.
Well, congratulations on everything. You're incredible in it, and have an amazing night. Nice to see you.
Take care. Nice to see you.
All right. We are... Hello.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi. Hello, you're in. Yes.
Great
Tag
to
team.
see you.
Nice to see you, too.
How's your day going?
SAG Awards, it's going great. Great, except for this terrible weather.
I'm coming from New York, so I'm really enjoying
Very
this.
happy. Yes, you should be.
This is balmy. This is very nice.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Now, you're from Missouri originally,
Yes, I am.
and right now it's probably cold and
19.
miserable. 19
My
degrees.
mom's still there, and my brother. Yes,
Right.
it's about 19.
And do they call you and just beg to come live with you?
No, I ask them to come out all the time. They won't leave St. Louis. They love St. Louis.
They won't leave
Nope.
the beautiful
They
city
want. I
of
say,
St.
hey,
Louis.
Mom, come up at least in the wintertime. Come out for 2 months. No, I'm happy. I've got my friends here, and everybody's happy.
Well, St. Louis is very nice.
It is very nice. When she's out shoveling snow, though, at 90 years old, then I think, it's like, please come in. Please stop.
We've been asking people, because this is the SAG Awards, it's all about actors. Do you know the project that you were doing when you first got your SAG Award?
I do. It was called, it was a half-hour sitcom in New York City in 1977. It was called On Our Own. I believe it was for CBS. It starred Bess Armstrong, Lenny Green, and Dixie Carter.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a big deal for me.
Yeah. And here you are now.
I know, yeah.
What were you doing right before you got that part?
I had been on the road doing a little dinner theater production of Shenandoah, a musical, and I was getting paid $100 a week, which included room and board. And I didn't have any cards at that time. I got my SAG card first. And
Well,
I walked back
hopefully
into that show.
Most people know that you have a beautiful voice and you love to sing.
I do.
Are you going to be doing more singing as you go along here?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so, yes.
Theatrically, or would you do a record? Or
I would do a record, yeah. I'm gonna be doing a lot more singing. I still sing. I sing every week. I have a voice lesson every week, so I'm staying ready.
And for tonight, who are you excited to run into tonight?
Well, I was near Lady Gaga. So that was pretty great. But I hadn't seen Michael Douglas in a while. I hadn't seen Bill Pullman in a while. I got to meet Mahershala, and he's awesome. So that and I'm not even in the door yet, so it's good. Yeah, for me, it's a great night, because there are a lot of people here I don't know, but I'm big fans of.
One last question for you. Obviously, people love you from Quantum Leap. You must still get fans that come up to you and ask you about the show. And
all the time.
Do people ask you about reuniting? And
All the time.
And what do you think?
I don't think it'll ever happen, but it's nice to be asked, and because of the way the world and television works now, you're in reruns all around the planet all the time, so you never go away. So new people are seeing the show, and young children are seeing the show for the first time.
And it's a
That's
time
exciting.
travel show, so you never know. You could reunite in another era.
Never say never.
And that when I finish NCIS New Orleans, the last scene, I should be leaping out. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, hey.
Scott, so nice
yes.
to see you.
Thanks
Take
for
care.
stopping by.
We're
All
going
right.
to take it back to position number 1 and Jeremy and Lola right now.
Yeah, guys, wow, it has been such a great carpet, Lola. We've had so many stars coming through. You give me your top 3.
Mahershala Ali,
Yeah.
number 1. Gemma Chan in that dress, number 2. Alison Brie was fantastic. It's hard. Catherine Zeta-Jones, I mean, the list goes on and
So
on.
one of the things I love about Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, I talked to Catherine a couple months ago for one of her projects she was promoting for Facebook Watch, and she just opened up a lot about how much effort they give in raising their kids and making sure that they understand how it is in the spotlight. But I loved how they shared tonight about her dancing, like tap dancing in the bathroom or something on the tile when they first met. It was kind of like, you know, they fell in love and the whole thing. So I love talking to them. That was a highlight for me.
I love talking about kids with Alec Baldwin. Who knew that all of our kids hang out at the same place? Camp.
Excuse
Shout out
me.
to camp.
Little name drop.
Little name drop.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. Just seeing couples have a date night like this. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Just a few minutes away, by the way, from the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the 25th annual, airing live at 8 o'clock Eastern on TNT and TBS. Megan Mullally will be hosting. She told us earlier her husband, Nick Offerman, not going to be here. He's over filming, doing some other things. She's sure to be.
Said that Karen from Will and Grace will not be making a
Yeah,
cameo,
right.
though I'm not convinced.
Yeah.
I think she might pull out Karen.
She's sure to be hilarious. Also, she mentioned in kind of the lead up to this that she was going to stay away from politics with this show. And you got to feel like the way things are and the response that garners, it's a good move, I think, just to have it be that type of, I don't know, that sort of standard for her. She wants to bring entertainment, she wants to bring laughs, and I think we're going to have it tonight for
But
sure.
interestingly enough, so many of these projects, the film and television projects, are the perfect amalgamation of pop culture and politics. So all of these works are sort of tackling social issues, but making them a little more palatable, a little easier for them to go down.
Well, and you also get the sense that because the movies have that kind of content, it's not as necessary maybe for her to bring it up or whatever. Anyway, whatever you think of that, that's going to be coming up with the show. So many incredible nominees, so many incredible movies. Melissa McCarthy sticks out to me. Can You Forgive Me, the name of their film, also has an Oscar nomination. Richard E. Grant, her co-star in that. We didn't get time to ask Melissa about it, but taking a turn for more serious roles. Now, she has said in previous interviews that, hey, even when it's a comedy, it's still taken seriously. It's still very serious acting. But I'm interested to see Melissa McCarthy kind of continue to expand into roles that we don't necessarily picture her in.
That's true. I mean, one of the things that I loved about this film so much is that it was essentially a dark comedy, a really dark comedy, but there were laugh out loud funny moments. And the fact that she was really able to walk that fine line and also embrace the humorous moments was fantastic.
Mahershala Ali, you mentioned him. He was so great.
That smile up close.
Listen, if there was a moment that you were ready to melt,
Oh,
it's in the presence of Mahershala.
That smile, just incandescent, lit from within.
Lit from within. Wow, it's poetic.
Poetic. I'm waxing nostalgic about his pearly whites.
Green Book, obviously with some nominations and people acknowledging it tonight and later throughout award season with the Oscars.
And he had a huge year last year.
Huge year last year. He's got the history where, like I said, I fell in love with him on House of Cards.
That's right.
Robin Wright also nominated tonight. We'll see if she takes home a win.
But he's got True Detective coming
True
up.
Detective,
He's got
the next
billboards
season.
all over LA. He is winning right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. Who else? Okay, should we go to a little more quick fashion again with some of those dresses and who really stuck out to you? By the way, you got so many compliments too.
Thank
Who
you.
is this?
Antonio Berardi.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness,
thank
Antonio,
you.
doing it
And-
right.
And who are you wearing, my little dapper friend?
This guy is Alexander Nash.
Oh.
Look out. Check it out, Alexander Nash, NYC.
You look
whatever.
very, very
Can I
dapper.
grab this? Here we go, guys. We're almost at the end here. The 25th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards show, minutes away. We want to say a great big thank you to Reynolds Wrap, who brought you tonight's Red Carpet live show. One last time,
Silver carpet.
Silver carpet.
Silver carpet.
For the 25th anniversary, I don't know if we have Andrea and JD, if they could give us one of their favorite shining moments of the night on the silver carpet, brought to you by Reynolds Wrap. Andrea and JD.
Oh, my shining moment was Sterling K. Brown. I mean, I love him in This Is Us and Black Panther, so he was my favorite. I was really glad that we got him here. What was your shining moment?
My shining moment was standing next to you
Oh,
in this amazing dress. Who made this beautiful creation?
This is Ilarna Couture, and I like the slit. Yeah, I feel greatness, so thank you. Shout out to them.
Thank you. This is
That was really your shining moment? That means a lot to me.
No, it's up there. I mean, we had a lot of good people, actually. We got to talk to Joe Fiennes from The Handmaid's Tale. That was terrific. We got to talk to Jeremy and Lola on the other side of the carpet. And
I
they're
like Betty
amazing.
Gilpin from Glow. That's
Betty
one of my favorite
Gilpin,
shows.
amazing. I think, and all the kids from This Is Us, really fun.
Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown, how could we forget?
I know. No, he was
Really?
my favorite. And then the kids, because This Is Us is the show that consistently makes me weep.
Yes. Moving show. We got a lot of great actors. Black Klansman cast over here. That was great too. And I think it really does. I think Jess Cagle was saying this. It does set up the dynamic for the Academy Awards because the actors make up such a huge chunk of voters in the Motion Picture Academy. So what you see here tonight in terms of the acting category really does give you a sense of who may be coming into the Academy Awards.
Yeah,
with some
and now you're
momentum.
going to get to go watch, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
I got to go inside. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I must confess, I lost my ticket, but I think they're going to let me in. We'll see.
You get a ticket to the SAG Awards and you lose it?
I lost it. Well, I left it in. Anybody who knows me is not surprised. But I will say this, and Jeremy's bow tie looked good. I tied that, but it didn't quite work, but somebody
And it
must have
looks
fixed
great.
it. And it looks great, and I'm going to take credit for that as well.
All right, back to you, Jeremy and Lola. Wrapping up the night.
Thank you, JD. It worked out. And by the way, Andrea
nice
and I will be backstage with the winners, and we will have highlights on all of that action tomorrow on People Now. It's live streaming on People's Twitter handle at noon Eastern, so check that out. It's been great.
It's been a blast.
Guys, it turns out that the 25th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards air live on TNT and TBS, 8 p.m. Eastern, starting right now. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, and thank you again for Reynolds Wrap for sponsoring our 25th Annual SAG Awards Red Carpet Live. Have a great night, guys.
Bye.